Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
We are the Hebrew Israelites, man, coming week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America. First and foremost, we want to give all the praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, our teachers. Shalom to you, brothers, pushing and teaching this truth across the four winds of this earth. And as always, peace, blessings, and many salutations be to you sincere that are tuning in. All right, hey, man, we are in the last days, all right, according to Bible prophecy. And without further ado, all right, we're going to get straight into it. So, brother got that Ezekiel 3:17.
Ezekiel 3 verse 17, and it reads, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman to the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me.
See, and that's what, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, with the true prophets we're going to be doing in these last days, right, coming forth to issue a warning, right, because that word warning, when you go into the online etymology, it goes into a notice given in advance of impending danger, right, so there's dangers, right, that are coming to, really to the whole world, but especially here to America, which is known as Babylon the Great in the Holy Scriptures, right, and we are to give you that warning in advance, right, so that you can prepare yourself and get right before this time comes, man. You see, brother, I got a precept, you can get that Jeremiah.
Yeah, this is Jeremiah 28, verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
See, and this is something that the prophets have always done, right? Prophesy of coming evils, man, bad times, right? Famines, you see, disasters and judgments that the Lord is ultimately going to bring, right? So it's no different in this time, right? Because the scriptures say that the spirit of the prophets is subject unto the prophets, man.
Hey, I want to say this, and the spirit is beautiful because that's exactly what you're seeing. You're seeing the wars and rumors of wars, just like the scriptures, warned us of. When you go to Luke, you know what I'm saying? When you go to Matthew, you know what I'm saying? The brothers just pull that out of Jeremiah. Did you just get Jeremiah 28? Right. So the brothers pull that out of Jeremiah. So we're in those times, man. There's, you know what I'm saying? There's no denying it. And if you're denying it at this point, and you're afraid, you're terrified, so you're gonna do whatever the hell that you can, you know what I'm saying, to try to escape the reality of the impending doom that's coming. But the prophets being out here, we're out here, you know what I'm saying? This is the reality check right here, man. That this place is done, man. You know, you got it, bro.
On 2 Kings 15 verse 1 reads, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Most High, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
You see, the Lord puts the words of prophecy within his prophet's mouth to speak, because the prophets are the mouthpiece of Yahweh Yahushua. Soon to Luke, the first chapter, the 70th verse. You see? So they're ultimately prophesying. The word prophesy means to say before, right? So the prophets are always going to tell you what's to come before it happens, man. That's the divine gift that the Heavenly Father, his only begotten Son, Yahushua, is given to his men, right? To see the future, man. You see? Can you read that second verse again one time?
In 2 Kings 15 verse 2 it reads, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
That's right. These words are faithful and true, man. Right? So all the things that the Heavenly Father is saying that what's going to come, it's going to come. Just get down to verse 5.
Verse 5, Behold, saith the Most High, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
See that? So the Lord said that he was going to bring sword, famine, death, and destruction, because the wickedness of his people in the world continues to get worse, right? Especially our own people, the Israelites, which are you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? Our people are surpassing the deeds of the wicked, man. You see?
This is Job 9 and 24. Says, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And the brother had brought up, a good point that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, right? Which the wicked one is Esau, which is the so-called white man, right? Okay, but you have a lot of our people, 2/3, that have joined hand with the wicked by doing their wicked deeds, and they don't want to come out of it, man. They're stuck in the ways and the pleasures to their mind of America, and the pleasures of their flesh. That's why when you go to 2nd Esdras 9, if you can grab it real quick, 2nd Esdras 9 and 9, if I'm not mistaken, it tells you, man, you had to use your liberty, basically for it to please the flesh, man. You had got blessings from the Lord, but you have not known the Lord, man. Okay, let me know you got it.
Yeah, Second 9, verse 11, it reads, and they that had low my law, they had yet
low
liberty.
goes into a strong hatred, man. He said those that had low the Most High law, man. Yeah, I understand we're not judged, according to the law, but that don't mean we don't keep it. We keep it to the best of our abilities, man. because it's the perfect way to live. Okay, but that's why we have Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, go ahead.
While they had yet liberty.
Yeah, you had yet liberty, right? Which is an opportunity, man, for you to get yourself right before the destruction comes. Not for you to party and bullshit and fulfill the pleasures of America, man, which everybody wants to run over here and try to fulfill. Go ahead.
And when as their place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it.
Yeah, place of repentance is open unto you. Right here it is. The Lord got his men out on the highways and byways teaching and preaching his truth. And you don't see the majority of people out here wanting to listen and take ear. Right? Brothers will do videos and won't get a bunch of views on videos, but we ultimately know that, you know, the elect is a small number compared to all the Israelites in the world. Right? Okay? But you know, you don't see a line out here, man. But the thing about American people or people in general is that they don't listen until the last minute. Until shit starting to be in their backyard, man. It's too late. Until it's too late. Things that be going on in other countries, that's going to come here, man. And then you're going to have a lot of people that's going to have questions. But at that time, the prophets might be out the street, man. Then what? Okay, go ahead.
Yes. Verse 12. The same must know that after death by pain.
Yeah, the same must know after death by pain, man. Yeah, you might smirk, you might say certain things, you might look at us as we're crazy, whatever, man. Whatever. Okay? But in the time to come, every word that the prophets have spoken, when it comes to pass, because it's in the scriptures, when it comes to pass, you're going to have a stupid look on your face, man. And you're going to be guilty, man. Go ahead.
Verse 13. And therefore, be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when.
I was watching a video earlier from Apostle Tahar, right? And it was a video he did back then, and it was one of the best trumpet players in the world, man, was actually having eating crab next door to the school at One West, and they went over there and gave him like a pamphlet, you know, basically saying that he's an Israelite, and then 3 days later he dropped dead, man.
Damn.
Yeah. So that goes, but look. What goes to show you that you're going to receive the message. And when you receive the message, that is your chance to repent, man.
Go ahead. Yeah, got you right here, man. 2 Chronicles 36 and 16. But they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of Yahweh arose against his people till there was no remedy, man. So again, you know what I'm saying? I think brothers mentioned Amos 8 and 11, man. Pretty soon, you know, we're not going to be out here, man. The Heavenly Father's going to move us off of these streets, man, and he's going to bring that judgment. There's going to be no remedy, you know what I'm saying, for you hard-headed ass Negroes that didn't want to listen. You didn't take any joy. You didn't serve the Lord with gladness of heart. That's why the Lord put us through all this, man. He said, because you worship me not in gladness of heart and one of all things. That's why I have basically given you unto your enemies, you know, roughly paraphrasing, man. You know, that's why Jake is in the condition that he is in. You see what I'm saying? But you know, this is a celebrity worshiping generation, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let them say that. Who's famous, man? Jamie Foxx, right? What do they say? Hey, Jamie Foxx is gonna be at Arizona Mills at this time. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you people will rush over there, man. You know, you'll be early. You'll flood the motherfucking parking lots and everything just to go see this pond. You know what I'm saying? But then again, the messengers of the Most High are out here on the street corners, man, and you can give it down. You see that, man? That's what they, again, you know, just looking at that logic, man, this is a sick society, man, you know, and it has to be wiped out and destroyed. You know, you gotta go.
That's true, man. The scripture said the poor man's wisdom is despised. Because we're not those celebrities, because we don't have, you know, gold, everything, you know, gold on our watch. You know, these people don't want to, you know, ultimately stop and hear, right? But it's a spiritual thing because the brother had mentioned that only a remnant is going to understand this truth, man. We see the scripture say, many are called, but few are chosen. Right, so there's gonna be very few people on this pathway that leads to life, right? While the rest of y'all continuing to live the way that you want to live, man, which is sin. You got that, bro?
Yeah, bro. It's Book of Romans, chapter 6, and verse 23. For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of the Most High is eternal life through Yahweh Shai Hamashiach.
See that? The wages of sin is death, and that's what you people are ultimately bringing upon yourselves, man, right? Through your own actions. And the Lord is constantly trying to show you the right way, but you continue to pull away the shoulder, man. right? And choose your own way, which, you know, you look at our history, man, as Israelites, you know, every time that we wanted to go contrary to the ways of the Lord, what did that bring us, man? It brought us captivity. It got us being oppressed. It got us to ultimately you have to reap, you know, diseases and all different types of evils, man. Judgment. See, that's what comes from being disobedient. Right? That's why we're trying our best in this time to remain obedient, man, remembering how our forefathers walked, right? Which wasn't what the Lord was pleased with. You see?
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 18 and verse 20. And it says, before judgment, examine thyself, and in the day of visitation, thou shalt find mercy.
See that? Before judgment, examine yourself. And that's what you people, you know, should be doing right now, man. Right? Knowing all these different talks of food shortages, right? You know, ultimately, and it's getting worse. You see, and the Lord is so cold, he's having different types of hailstorms, and locusts eat up these different crops, which ship off food to these other distributions so that we can have food in our stores. The Lord's shutting all that shit down, man. Pretty soon, there's not going to be no food in these stores, right? And what are you people going to do then? Right? They're already trying to lock up banks, and they're talking about doing that too. Right? You're not even going to be able to get into your own bank, man, because it's going to be closed, right? And all you're going to get is, you know, I don't know what to tell you. You see, and you're going to have to figure out how to pay rent and bills. There's not going to be no way out, man.
So, you know, going back into it, you know, the brothers letting you know, these are prophecies. And you got your brothers out here prophesying about the things that are about to come next. So listen to this. This is Amos chapter 3 and verse 7. Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. How else are you think we're able out here to tell you what's coming next? You know, to repent, to gear up, you know, basically repent and turn from your wicked ways.
And that's what we're telling our people, man. So that they don't perish. You see, because the Lord's about to get to hand out a lot of death in these last few days, man. His brother got, get 2 Ezra 16 chapter. It says the beginning of great evils, great death.
2 Ezra 16?
Yeah, we're going to go right into that too. We've got two quick ones. This is 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. All right, so you're led to the slaughter, basically. So that goes into the importance of having that hedge of Yahweh Shem Shai around you, going to Psalms the 91st chapter, which means what? You got to cling on to him even more in these times. All right, one more quick one. This is 2 Timothy 3 and 1. It says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. All right, perilous times, going into dangerous times. And a quick headline, it says, Bill Gates, he said he's not a big beer drinker, but just bought $902 million stake in Heineken. So you have these heathens, man, continue to use their money to flex on you, man. He doesn't even drink Heineken, but yet he's putting stakes in there. So when everybody go home, he coming through there, he got the badge to get in, he put more poison into the damn drink. All right. Also, it says in the headlines, what's in your drinking water that we drink today is so much pills and all type of Xanax, all types of things are in our daily water consumption, man. It's just death all around. So just going into those perilous times is already here, basically, man.
You know, also too, going into, you know, you have to understand with Bill Gates and the rest of them, what does it say in the Habakkuk? He is as death. That's Esau's MO. So when going back to all the things that's happening into, I'm not going to talk about that, 'cause I want to get the camera clipped, but all the things that this wicked man does.
This is Matthew 24 and 22. It says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Yeah, man. As your brother's saying, I mean, everything is contaminated. Everything, man. You know, from the food, from the beverage, from everything, man. The clothes you wear, the women you lay down with, everything is contaminated, man. And as you can imagine, if this place goes on another century or another whatever, man, it wouldn't, no flesh would be saved. Because it's already at the brink, it's already here, man. The cup is already damn near full. There's a couple more drops to where it spills over and then this is coming. You know?
And it's really going to be bad too when Esau come in with his different forms of military, man. Right, to ultimately force you people into these FEMA camps. Why do you think they're shutting down all these Walmarts, man? Right, you got 9 to 12 different Walmarts in different states closing around the same time. Right, and these are super centers too. Right, and their main reason for closing these super centers down is because they weren't gaining a financial profit from these stores, man, in the recent years. You see, when Esau come make up anything to be justified and ultimately shutting all those stores down. Right? Those are big bodies of area that they're going to use once again.
You want me to get the second Ezra?
Yeah, love the shot.
This is second Ezra 16, verse 17. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days?
You can even move it back a little bit off. You can, yeah.
The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
See, evils, great death, famine, and that's what's coming. And even Yahushua, when his disciples inquired of him, right, what would indicate his coming, he told them different signs that they would see. And we're now seeing these signs at an alarming rate, right, and other things as well, which just furthers Bible prophecy, man. Okay, so we know that right now we're in the beginning of sorrows, meaning that the time that we're in, right, all hell is about to break loose. And the way people live their lives and their reality is about to change, man. Right, drastically. See? Right, so could you grab me Daniel 12:1? Real quick. We can grab that because this is the time that we're coming into. You have certain men who are not, ultimately, getting you ready in the mind for what's about to come, what you're about to experience. Right? It's not going to be good days. It's not going to be, a walk in the park. It's going to be dark times that we're coming into, man. Right? Everything that's happening around the world, right, is just confirming that, man. Confirming that what we're reading is true.
Yeah, because it's going into what you were saying too, going into what Yahushua was speaking to his disciples. This is Matthew 24:3, and it says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the signs of thy coming and the end of the world? Listen to what Yahushua says. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. That's all your religions, false Israelites speaking lies. To go further, and ye shall hear of wars. Are we not hearing wars right now? You got, what is it, Iran? You got Turkey. You got Iran, Russia, Ukraine, all those things that are happening now, right? And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Let's go a little further. For the nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, which all over the world they're having famines. When there's no rain in certain places, pestilence. The pestilence goes back into what? When Australia was hit last year with all the rats and rodents and all the things, which is going worldwide. Pestilence.
You may say too, even over there in the UK, they were having to ration their food because a main import, I want to say 90% of their import on tomatoes and 93% import on their lettuce, it didn't come in, man, because all that came from Spain and North Africa. And just last year in the winter, really during the summer, in both of those places, the Lord hit those different places with a heat that killed off a lot of growth for different crops. And then when the winter time came, the Lord sent different hailstorms.
Yep.
Right over there in Spain, they were recorded to have 8,000 hailstorms in 2022. Around just that was a few months ago in the winter. And the year before that, 2021, they only had 2,000 hailstorms, man. So they had three times the amount of hailstorms in the next year. Right? Because the Lord's turning up, man. That's exactly what's happening on a global scale, and we can see it. Right, through the mercy and grace of Yahweh Shai.
There's a little more. And the earth, let me see that, and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Look what just happened in Turkey. All them people just got snuffed out, candles blown, smooth, clean out. All kids, children, don't matter. Got taken out.
We're supposed to give that up to Mother Nature.
Hell no.
You see what I'm saying? Mother Nature caused that accident, man.
So
you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that's why you people are destroyed, man. Because the scriptures tell you, you know what I'm saying, that no one perishes from this life, man, without the Lord sanctioning it, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, He creates, you know what I'm saying, evil and good, man. You know what I'm saying? Death and life. You know, you gotta remember.
And then the rest of it, all these are the beginning of sorrows. So all these things are happening worldwide, and we're giving you a warning about it.
That's right, bro. You say you had something like that? How you can get that from me?
And even if it was heart, man, the Lord still controls that too, because Esau's the Lord's sword. You know, a man can't do anything without the Lord sanctioning it. You know what I mean? So, you know, whatever, you know, people are with harp and this and that, it's still the Lord. Still, the Lord controls everything.
Which takes out that free will.
Can you hold that real quick? Grab that. About 18. me and answered himself. Of course the Lord did, man. You see?
18 and 2.
Yeah, come.
Sirach 18 verse 2, it says, the Lord is only righteous, and there is none other but he who governeth the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will. For he is the king of all, by his power dividing holy things among them from profane.
See, that's the main point is he governeth the world. What's that word govern goes into control. The Lord has the whole palm of the whole earth in the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will. Right? As the brother had mentioned, Esau has the ability, right? Which the Lord gave him the ability and the technology to control the weather and have weather manipulation, man. You see? But at the end of the day, it all goes back to Yahweh Shema Shai.
You gotta get a brother. I just want to, you know what I'm saying? This is why the Lord does this. Let me get Job 33 and 15. Okay, let's see how the Lord does this, man. You know what I'm saying? Eerie and spooky to you people, right? All right, but you have a power, man, that controls men's minds, man. Going back to Proverbs 20, you know what I'm saying, 24. You got it already?
Job 33, 15.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
This is Job 33 and 15. In a dream, in a vision.
So this is how the Lord does it, in a dream, in a vision. You know what I'm saying? Also to the global elite, the wicked elite, they're not exempt from this, man. You know what I'm saying? No man is exempt from the Heavenly Father doing this, man. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
This is Job 33 and 15. Yeah. In a dream,
right.
In a vision
right.
of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men.
So what does the Lord do?
In a deep sleep, he gives them dreams.
Right.
Okay. Sleep falleth upon men, and slumbering upon the bed. Right. Then he opened the ears of men.
He opens the ears of men. You know what I'm saying? No man is exempt from this, man. All right, everybody is controlled by the Almighty power. Keep going.
Then he opened the ears of men and sealeth their instructions.
Sealeth their instructions, man, to turn that machine on. You see what I'm saying? All right, so we know about the heart machine, man. We're not ignorant to Satan's devices. We understand that this man has, the Lord blessed him, you know what I'm saying, on the left-hand side with these things, man. All right, and he has mastered the carnal side of the aspect. Keep going.
That he may withdraw man from his purpose.
There you go. That's the reason why the Lord does it, man. So he may withdraw man from his purpose, man. And keep going.
And hide pride from man.
To hide pride from you, man. So you don't sit there, I create my own situation. I create my own will. That's why the Lord does these things, man. To hide that pride from you because you're just a man, right? See that? That's it on that.
He goes on, he did the same thing to Pharaoh back home in Egypt. He goes real quick to this, Exodus 10 verse 20, it reads, but the Most High hardens Pharaoh's heart so that he will not let the children of Israel go. So the Lord has to harden Pharaoh's heart because honestly, Pharaoh could be scared at that moment, man.
Right.
He quite wanted to, but the Lord's like, hey, I'm going to show my glory. I'm going to show that I'm going to give them a great deliverance out of Egypt. So he had to harden Pharaoh's heart. So it doesn't matter what you think, no matter what you want. Hey, the Lord's will is going to happen regardless.
That's right. The scriptures say that a man's heart devises his way, but the Lord guides his steps, man. That's right. You might have it in your mind you're going to do something, but the Lord has a whole different plan of how you're going to move, man. And it's going to happen too.
Going back to that too, going back to Yahweh Shema and the things that, men do, even pushing the heart machine and cutting it on and all this stuff. This is Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So, all this that Yahweh Shema speaking to the ears of these people, they do, right? Which is what could be considered to be evil, but who's telling them to do so? Yahweh Shema let you know there is no free will. Once again.
That's right. The Lord said he kills and he makes alive, man.
Yeah.
See, the Lord can have a situation set up where a whole shooting takes place and somebody got hit and now they're dead. The Lord orchestrated that, man. Right? You see, if you got that, that Daniel 12 1.
Daniel 12 verse 1, it reads, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book.
See that? There's going to be a time of trouble that has never before been on the earth since the beginning, man. And that's the time we're coming into, and it's known as Jacob's trouble. Right? There's going to be all different types of chaos springing forth. Okay, matter of fact, can the brother get 2nd Ezra 15, and you can start at verse 19. You can start there. Right? And this is going to give you a glimpse of the times we're coming into, man. See, so it's not time right now, especially we're still in the Passover. Right now is not a time to be in the mirth spirit, man. To be in the mindset of everything's going to be okay. Right? Your main focus right now should be, to get yourself as right with the Lord as you can. Right? You got it, bro.
All right. It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their house with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
That's right, man. You see, people are going to be fighting each other like people that were friends, people that were real close in the world. When all hell breaks loose, it's going to be as if they never knew each other, because one person is going to have what another person doesn't. And they're gonna, hey, desperate times call for desperate measures. They're gonna do whatever they gotta do to take it, man. You see? You got it. Was there more there?
No, that's it.
Copy actually jump to 2nd Ezra 6 chapter 27 verse. Right?
It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, verse 22.
22?
Verse 22. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
Yeah, the full storehouses. Right now, your Bashas', your CVS's, your Walmarts, right, your Targets, all these different ranch markets, and they have food in them. They got produce, they got vegetables, right? Beverages, whatever you need. But there's gonna come a point in time where, hey, just like UK, man, they're rationing everything over there, right? Because no food's coming in. So if no food's coming in on the trucks, and the trucks can't just distribute to the stores, then where are you gonna get food at from, man? So rationing, a lot of rationing is about to start taking place here soon. You see?
All right. It says, and at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run.
Mm-hmm. It's lucky because you ultimately you see all these different lakes around the U.S. that are ultimately drying up as well, right? Which is going to ultimately aid in a water shortage, which is going to aid in a water famine, man. See, this is what the Lord is ultimately brewing up around the earth, but nobody's paying attention. You see, these are things that we talk about amongst the brothers and whatnot, and articles we read, and it's like we just literally see the earth, right, and the condition of this earth getting worse, right? We see that we're getting closer and closer to the end each day, because each day you go into these news articles, there's something new happening, man. And it's only going to have a bigger ripple effect of prophecy taking place, right? So we see it clearly, man. And that's all praise to Yahweh Bashim and Hawashai.
And I want to say this, how you know too. You know what I'm saying? We know that the foundation of this place is crumbling, because why do they keep having so many train derailments? Why? You know what I'm saying? Because America is crumbling. There's a reason why that's happening. The infrastructure is fucked up, man. People are not ordering shit right. You see what I'm saying? People are asleep at the job. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're seeing all these trains getting off track, man, and crashing like how they're crashing. Because America is done. Next, you're going to start having bridges. You're going to start seeing bridges collapsing and shit, man.
Yeah.
There's no maintenance anymore on these structures, man. I wouldn't be surprised if Chase Tower right here start crumbling, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're right next to it, because this place is done, man. You got to
Going back into it too, when all this stuff and these stores are closing and all the things that it's going to bring that famine, this is what else is going to happen. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15. This is going to be coming real soon. 15 and 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. So it's about to get real ugly out here. People going to have those swords. The modern day sword is what? The blinky, the gun. It's going to be basically, what's that movie? The Purge out here. Times 1,000. Let's go a little further with this. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. And the course of their action shall stand in their power. So when that time comes, people it ain't gonna be no police. It ain't gonna be nothing. It's gonna be lawlessness. And a lot of you gonna have an idea to run to the hills, right? You're gonna run to the mountains because you think that's where the water and everything's at. So I'm going to cut you off on that. Let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 58. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger, and eat their own flesh, and drink their own blood.
People didn't know this was in the Bible, right?
They sure didn't.
You thought the Bible was just a storybook, a storybook of the ancient accounts, you know what I'm saying, of Moses and, Abraham, you see what I'm saying, Jeremiah, those are all important, but the scriptures also go into what you people are going to be experiencing in these last days.
Yep.
And it's not like it's far-fetched, because you see the buildup of it. You see the buildup of the cops not being available anymore. a lot of these cops are getting persecuted for, for doing the things that they're doing, man. Because now it's on camera. So the time is coming when you're not gonna be able to call the fucking cops, man. See what I'm saying? And the crime is just gonna get more and more and more deeper, man. This is what's coming to this place, man. It's growing up, man. Slowly but surely, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna see it.
Matter of fact, it's coming. It's already just about here. Look what's going on in Chirac, Chicago. Look at the law they just passed. It's basically the purge law. Do people get shot, gunned down? The police ain't coming. They like, oh man, we ain't worried about none of that. But it back to this, by all those that think they're gonna run to the mountains, they that be in the mountains shall die of hunger and eat their own flesh and drink their own blood for the very hunger of bread and thirst of water. Letting you know there ain't gonna be no food. Food's gonna be scarce.
Hey, check this out. Hold on. Hey, that's what happens, right? That's what happens when a human being gets hungry, man. Your body can't go weeks and weeks without food. Why do you think they have zombie movies to entertain the peasants, man? All right, because the directors, all right, the elites, what are they doing? They're mocking the society, man. They know what's gonna happen to you. You know what I'm saying? When they start crashing this economy, the food is not available. The truckers right now, they're like on strikes. Yep. They're not getting profits. So you see, everything is coming together, man, and it's coming together perfectly. You see, there's accounts in the scriptures where this actually happened, man, where they had to eat their own flesh.
Second King.
Hey, the brother got it. Go ahead.
Well, I got the one that's about to happen. This is Isaiah 9 and 19. It says, though the wrath of the Lord Yahweh of hosts in the land darken, and the people shall be as the fuel of the fire, no man shall spare his brother, and he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry, and he shall eat on the left hand, and they shall not be satisfied. They shall eat every man the flesh of his own arm. Yeah, come man. Like, the brother was talking about, what happened to us during that the siege, but it's coming back today, man. When you go to 2nd Esdras, the 15th and 16th chapter, like brothers was going into it, right? It talks about the famine of bread, them taking the sword, breaking into the houses of their neighbors, and things of that nature for the lack of bread, man. So that's all going to come here, man. But then your ears should be tuned then. But it'll be too late, because now what? The gates of mercy is closed. So if you can hear it, get it. But really, it's up to the Lord if you get it or not, man. But it's going to come with see the Lord. Scripture says, Job, it says, who teacheth like him, man? Give me a Hebrews 10 and 30 real quick, Dr. Michelle. Who teaches like the Lord? You people think that a Lord is a power to be negotiated with. It's not a power to be. He's not a power to be. When he say goes, man, you don't negotiate with the Lord, man. Come on, man. Now we should scarcely be. We're the righteous, Lord willing, we be those men. That we're scarcely saying, what about the wicked? What about 2/3 of our people? You people are going to be. Somebody got to be caught in these pestilences, man. Okay, go ahead.
This is Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 30. For we know him that hath said, vengeance belongeth unto me, I will recompense, saith the Lord. And again, the Lord shall judge his people.
Yeah, vengeance belongs unto the Lord, man. Hebrews 10 and 31.
Hebrews 10 and 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God.
It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God, man. Okay, if you look at some of the things that he put his prophets through, okay, he ultimately delivered his prophets out of it. What about the people that's wicked? What about those of our people who go off willfully? What about those who love the law, who don't want to get right, man? What do you think is going to happen to these people? See, when the Lord, when he kills, man. I mean, he flooded the earth. The second death is by way of fire, man. He said he changes. And when you go to Ecclesiastes, he say, there's nothing new under the sun. The Lord changes not, man. He don't change, man. Okay? So while the gates are open, if you can get it, man. Don't play around with it. Because when slaughtering comes, that's exactly what it is. It says what? Blood should be up to the horse's bridle. It's a lot of blood, man. So when these scriptures are coming out, they're coming out. When the Lord said he's going to do something, he's going to do something. Give me a 2 Peter 3 and 3 really quick, if you don't mind. I got school. When the Lord said he's going to do something, he's going to do it, man. Well, some men count slackness, right? Some men, my grandma said the same thing. My grandpa said the same thing. But they might see it, man. Because it's going to, a lot of our people don't think it's going to happen in their lifetime. It's happening now. Go ahead with that.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts.
Yeah, you got that now. Scoffers walking after their own lusts, man. especially these women, man. You know, go ahead.
It says, verse 4, insane.
I mean, you got people that run over here, risk their life to come to America to fulfill the pleasures of their flesh, man.
Leave off their traditions, man, and come here and just be free, right?
Come on, man. You know, I met this chick. She was actually from Israel, man. And she looked like she might have been Jake though. You know, she looked like a so-called light-skinned woman. You know, and with curly hair and shit. Her and her sister, and she had like the fake boobs, the fake ass, and the fake lips. I'm like, hey, man, where you from? She was like, oh, from Israel. I said, well, what's the main difference between Israel and America? And she was like, well, over there, basically, she can't be a hoe. But over here, she could get her freak on and not be judged for it. The mother of harlots, man. America, go ahead.
God, it says insane. Where is the promise of his coming?
Because this place is a harlot. It's what it is. It's a harlot, man. You know, and it houses harlots, man. Okay? Even men, right? You got serial adulterers out there, man. You got wicked ass niggas out there, man. It's a punishment for all that, man. Go ahead.
Khan, and for since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation.
Keep going.
Khan, it says, verse 5, for this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the words of the Most High the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished.
Go ahead.
But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of
So
judgment.
the second death was by way of what? Fire, which is those thermonuclear missiles, which the scriptures do talk about. Okay, that should scare you right there. Like, what? That's in the scriptures. I mean, these books were written before a missile was even made, man. Was even thought about being made, man. Before the Lord put that thought into men's minds, man. But the scriptures talk about missiles, man. Go ahead.
Khan, it says, but the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years.
So the Lord doesn't work on our time, man. Right? We can't comprehend the time that. One day down here or one day up there is 1,000 years down here, man. And you saying that, you know, America, y'all been saying that. We're on the Lord's time, man. You know, go ahead.
Come. It says, but beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise.
So the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, man. What he said he's going to do, he's going to do. Go ahead.
Come. It says, as some men count slackness, but it's long suffering to usward,
Which is mercy. He's long suffering to usward, man. That what up?
not willing that any should perish,
Yeah, not willing that any should perish,
but that all should come to repentance.
but that all should come to repentance, man. So while you over here saying, well, y'all been saying that, you still got time, motherfucker. Get right, man. Because when it do come, you're going to wish you had some time, man. Is that it? It's probably one more on that.
Yeah, it goes.
Go ahead, yeah. Go ahead.
God. 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Going back
What's
into
going to cause that? What device is going to cause that, huh?
Yeah, going back into those missiles, man. Right? It says what? Isaiah 24 and 20, what is it? The earth should rock to and fro like a drunkard. Come on, man. 200,000 missiles. When you go to Revelation, 200 million missiles, man.
So I got a piece of yeah, I got this for you, man. Psalm 66 and 5. Come and see the works of God. He is terrible in his doing toward the children of men.
Hey, come on, man. So this is not a power to be played with, man. It's not. But you think that tomorrow is promised, and the next day is promised, and the next day is promised after that, man. Right? You think time is on your side, and it's not, man. It's time for you to get right, man. You know, because you got men that have been years in this truth still trying to get right, man. Still trying to get it to perfection, which we know ultimately, we're in the flesh. But how much more of a nigga who gonna start next year?
Right, yeah.
Like next year is promised to come.
Ain't no terror. turn
Make
to
no
the Lord.
tarrying to turn, putting out all day to day to turn to the Lord, man. But scripture say what? Since judgment is executed speedily, men are set in their ways to do evil.
Right.
Was there
Another
something on
missile,
that?
Bob.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, another one for you, man. You know, going into the missiles, man. Yeah, the Lord is terrible. And this is how America is going to go out. America is a big altar. You see what I'm saying? This place is going to go out by nuclear missiles, man. Why do you think there's all these talks about nuclear missiles being launched out, man? You know, these different nations, all right, they're parading their nukes around, man. They got their whole fucking country. All right, I'm talking about China, man. Sitting there parading their missiles, man, and their military strength. All right? Because we're at war, man. Zechariah 14:12. And what does this sound like right here? And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord, Yahweh, right, will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. You got it, bro.
Talking about the missiles, man. Scripture's talking about that mushroom cloud, man. The scrolls roll together, clouds roll together like scrolls. We can create that. If you look how what a missile does, when it touches down, it creates a mushroom cloud, man. Right when it forms, scriptures talk about that, man. Okay, if you could give me a second.
So when you go into that too, once it hits, what it does? It makes a vacuum. So it pulls air in and it pushes it back out,
Okay.
and it hits you. Same thing we always go into the movie Terminator.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when you look at Sarah Connor on the fence, when she's on that fence and she's holding on, that's when that nuke hit and it blew. And what did it do? It snatched off all her skin piece by piece and melted her, which goes back to
Zechariah 14.
Zechariah 14.
Before that, my bad, but before that, you see that once that bomb hit, the nature of a nuclear missile, once it hit, right, it's destroying everything that's around it. First of all, you're going to vaporize instantly.
Yep.
So Sarah Connor, right, in that movie Terminator, they had to have been miles away.
There you go.
So what happens to you? You ignite and you ignite into flames. And the Lord is terrible, man, how he creates these missiles, man. Going back to Isaiah 54:16. So your body ignites and turns into flame, and then that's when that destroying wind comes. And that's why when she was holding that fence, her flesh was being torn apart from her bones, man. See that? And that's that destroying wind. Hey, that shit is terrible, man.
Yep.
Everybody should be fucking terrified the fact that they're even speaking about nuclear missiles. You should be terrified, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when something like that hits, Nagasaki, right? In Hiroshima and Nagasaki, when that atomic bomb hit, you had Little Boy and you had Fat Man. When that shit hit, man, those people underneath it, they vaporize instantly, man. You see what I'm saying? They vaporize instantly, all right? And it was hell upon earth. You see what I'm saying? As that atomic bomb, you know what I'm saying, was turning into that mushroom cloud, man. Malachi 4:1, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. So like the brother was saying, that vacuum that comes, so when that mushroom cloud is forming, it's bringing all that air back. You see what I'm saying? And it's literally creating hell on earth, man. That's where you get your hair from right there, man. Not under the ground, man. You know? You got
You got that?
Second 16 verse 8, and it reads, Mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? And fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear?
Jump down to 11.
Verse 11. The Most High shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly being powder at his presence?
Okay.
The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea arises up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled. And fishes thereof also before the Most High, and before the glory of his power. 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow.
So strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow, man. Right, this is not no ordinary bow. Okay, go ahead.
His arrows that he shooteth are sharp.
Yeah, his arrows that he shoots are sharp. With sharp meaning intelligent, man. The technology behind these missiles, they're not going to miss. Okay, go ahead. Every target is meant to be hit is going to be hit. Go ahead.
It shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
So you got a bow that's shot from one part of... Want to change it?
Yeah, it's gonna be soon.
Soon?
Yeah. Still got some time. Go ahead.
Okay, you got a bow that's going to be shot from one part of the earth to the other part of the earth, man. That kindles a fire.
And that's why they're called ICBMs, man. Intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. They'll be able to reach great distances.
With a short time. You know, what are you going to do in 15 minutes, man? See what I'm saying? And not only that, even more or less, because you have nuclear submarines that are already off the coast that have nuclear warheads, man. One cone has multiple warheads. The brother was just speaking about the 200 million missiles, man. So when that missile blows up, man, and you about to witness the power of God, man. You know, and how terrible the Lord is, man.
You know what? Going back to that movie, you know what you're gonna do in 15? That 15 minutes you got, you're gonna do like that movie, The Knowing. You're gonna get in your little living room,
right,
and you just gonna hug each other.
Right.
That's all you got.
Hey, cause check this out. You're not able to use your cell phone, by the way, because what happens is that the cell phones, man. You know what I'm saying? Your cell phone becomes a receiver. You can't dial out no more. That's how your government is going to speak to you on your cell phones, man. You see, so you're not going to be able to call your family, man, and get any last words in, man. You about to prepare to meet your maker. Then you're going to see what that's all about, man. You see what I'm saying? So this is some real serious shit. So check this out. We're not talking about fucking 10, 20 years from now, man. You know what I'm saying? We're right at the door of all these prophecies being fulfilled. We're right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at everything that's going on. Again, we were talking about the train derailments. That's letting you know that America's infrastructure is fucking crumbling, man. The blackouts, the attacks on the substations, the weather that's going crazy, man. Do you people see it? Do you see the events turning around you? Or are you fucking terrified, you know what I'm saying, and you rather ignore it, suffer from normacy bias, man? You know what I'm saying? Like it's not gonna fucking touch you, man. We understand the human mind, man. That's why you people are doped the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Because reality is getting tougher for you, man. You know? You got it.
You want to change it or?
Hey, you should change it right now.
Change it? All right.
Yeah. Second camera. Yeah, most definitely, man. How you doing, man? You good?
Hey, I don't want to break nothing. You not pop this loose?
We out here.
Or you want to do
We're
this?
going forward. You know what I'm saying?
Good on you today. Really good on you. All day do the work, man. Just dump the more into that treasure, man.
That's why
Every time we do something, it's like we're like another dive, another book. So when you Lord, you need it, Lord. Move it. Yeah, like, hey, y'all can move this, man. Right out of it.
We're gonna finish that second address, and I'll give it back to you.
Automatic pop back on, right?
do you see it where it says it shifts in recording? I can see it, bro. I can see it, and all of a sudden the power of the sun appears. People are fucked.
Did you brother see that article? It said it was an End Times headline. It says the UFO chief for the U.S. he confirmed that the mothership just entered into the sun.
Oh, yeah.
Outside on the wave.
Yeah, there's been lots of talks from the sun, all that stuff. Oh, you got it.
Y'all ready, Aki? Okay. Hey, y'all keep talking about hit record. Ready?
You're not bring that up too.
Spirit.
Go ahead.
Go. 7:16, verse 16 reads, like as an arrow which is shot a mighty archer, turn not backward. Even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Woe is me, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days?
Yeah, it says like an arrow, which is shot from a mighty archer, returning not backwards. Even so, the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again, man. So when these plagues, when these missiles begin to be shot, there's no button that can reverse it, man. Okay, it's not. Once that first missile comes, it's over with, and it's prophesied to be. So you said you got it. It's prophesied to be destroyed in an hour, man. For 1 hour, she's destroyed, man. You got missiles that can come over here in 30 minutes. Shit, if you live in the inner cities, you can't get out the inner city within a 30-minute time.
Traffic, yeah. And how does the traffic be looking in Phoenix, huh?
Man. Come on, man. Like, just like California, man. You know? Come on, man. And this is one of the biggest cities. I think, this is like the fifth biggest city? In America, you ain't going no motherfucking where, man. Okay?
And it's a complete overkill too, because just what 1 or 2 missiles could do, right? You know, just being hit in the west and east coast, man. But the Lord's it had predestinated a 200 million nuclear warhead. You know, there's a woman. Real fast, want to add, there was a woman that had a dream last year in January. She said basically she was watching America be destroyed, right? And you know, everything that was coming down from the skies, the fireballs was destroying everything, right? There was nobody left in the city. And she said it just kept on raining down to the point where it was nothing but fire on top of fire, man. There was no more buildings, there's no more people, no more trees. That's why the prophet Habakkuk has said, was like wrath against the trees, right? Because everything is getting put down, man. Right? This place, America, is going to be a bald spot on the earth. It's never going to come back again.
Right. Yeah, nothing going to be here but creatures, man. You know, no man is, there's going to be no man's land, man. No man is going to be dwell here, be able to dwell here. You know, go ahead with that.
Verse 18 reads, beginning of sorrows and great mourning, beginning of famine and great death, beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
So right now you're not in a time to where you should be in a time of getting yourself right, not in a time where you want to argue to get your point across, man. To make everybody see your point so you could have vainglory, man.
Get some lights off.
Yeah, we're not in that time, man. Right? We're not in that time, man. We're not in the time to where you seek permanence, man. It's never good to seek permanence, man. Scriptures talk about that. You know, you're not in the time, man. Motherfuckers stuck in, oh, well, my God is this, and my version of the truth is this, and I'm going to get these. You're not in the time for that, man. Okay? It's a scary time, bro. The Passover just passed. Like, it's a scary time, man. You know, this is when shit get to popping off. Boom, boom, boom. This new year, man. You know? Family of the word, family of bread, man. Okay, the destruction of America, everything we've been teaching and preaching about, man. We're no longer going to be out here, man, when the Lord say, get the prophets off the street, man. So which means is that you motherfuckers aren't going to be able to get it. Which means that the gates of mercy is closed. Which means that you're going to be left out here, man, if you didn't get it. And if you left out here, then you're subject to what's out here. Which is death, the sword, the famine, right, the missiles, every martial law. The purge like brothers is going into, the real one where it's not just not the Chicago, the real shit, where the police is protecting themselves, man. Where motherfuckers dropping their badge, man. You know? Yeah. Go ahead, huh?
Hey, because you were saying, you know what I'm saying, that you're basically going to be left here, man. Where the hell are you going to go? So this is the Lord said as well, Ezekiel 22:19. Therefore, thus said the Lord power, because ye are all become dross. It's talking about Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, you become dross. You don't know what the fuck is going on. You're not spiritual anymore. You can't recognize when the Lord does judgment. You know what I'm saying? You go around the average Negro, man. What the fuck are they talking about, man? Sports. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking bullshit. You don't know what's going on, man. You're not talking about what happened in Turkey down the Lord judges. You would never really hear that. You know what I'm saying? From our people, man. Our people are completely out of touch, man. You see what I'm saying? What's going on with the Lord? So check this out. Because ye are all become dross. And behold, therefore I will gather you into the midst of Jerusalem, as they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace, to blow the fire upon it, to melt it. So will I gather you in my anger, and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you. You got it.
Yeah, man. So it's not a time to be playing, man. You know, not a time to be sitting there, you know, being disobedient to elders. You know, when they tell you to do certain things, man, that could possibly save your fucking life. Okay, right? We in a scary time, man. Right? When you read the scriptures say, look at the generations of old, man. When you look at the generations of old, you see who the Lord protected, but you also see who the Lord destroyed. You also see how the Lord brought destruction on certain places, man. You know, you had an account where the earth swallowed you wicked ass niggas up, man. You know? Come on, man. The Lord is not, it's not, man, listen, man. Let me tell you, the Lord is so rough, man. It's an account in the scriptures where an angel grabbed a man from his crown, man, to go, you know, to bring food to, I forget who, what was it, David, not Daniel?
Habakkuk to Daniel.
Daniel, yeah, Daniel. Bell and the Dragon, yeah. Right? The angel grabbed the man by the scalp, come on, brother, grabbed him and took him. Man, the Lord he's an austere man, man. It's not, see, they've been preaching to you Jesus, man, where you think that you can shake ass on Friday and Saturday, be a harlot Saturday night, and then wash your sins away Saturday night, then go to church in the morning, and then you forgiven. And then Monday, we back to the bullshit.
Yeah.
The scriptures talk about that, man. If you go and touch a dead body, right, you know, because when you touch a dead body, a carcass, you're considered unclean, right? So if you touch that and you go fast for it, and you go do it again, what was the point of you fasting, man? You know,
Come on, man.
Just void yourself out.
Man, these people, come on, man. You in a state now to where it's like they think the Lord is a game, man. I power to be negotiated with. Oh, well, I'll get to it, man. The Lord know my heart. You know, he know my heart. Okay, all right. But in the heart dwelleth no good thing. You know, you in this flesh, man. You got to be feeding the spirit, man. But you got to understand what the spirit is. Most of these people don't even know they got demons on them. They don't know they got demons on them. They say, what, the best slave is the slave that don't know he a slave. Well, shit, the best demon is the demon that don't know he a demon.
And like that one movie, Problem Child, that kid was a damn demon, man.
Demon, yeah.
You know, he didn't even know it.
He didn't even know it. These people don't know the name. They said the scripture said the name is a high tower, man. You run to a high tower to escape from your enemies, man. Our enemies are demons. They can plague your mind. We rebuke thoughts in the name, man. These people, they see a mind. See, people don't understand. Give me that Sirach 14:4, Baba Kashab. People don't understand how important the mind is, man. Before an action is manifested, you think of it first. So if a demon is controlling your mind, and he wants you to commit an action, guess what you're going to do? Well, guess where he's going to start? Your mind. But if you don't know the name, which the majority of these people in the world don't, then what safe tower you run into? How are you protected? Who got that? You got that up? Sirach 14:4?
Yeah, I got it. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 14. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 14 and verse 2. It reads, "Blessed is he whose conscience hath not condemned him."
Yeah, blessed is he whose conscience hath not condemned him, man. Right? And one of the only ways your conscience is not going to condemn you is if you rebuke thoughts, man. But you got to know what they're rebuking it. You got to know how to rebuke it. You got to understand how to identify a demon, man. Oh, that's a demon-ass thought, man. Let me rebuke that quickly. Right? Because if it's sitting, that seed get planted, guess what you're going to act out? Guess what kind of fruit it's going to bear? Wicked fruit. Wicked actions. And then when wicked actions leads you into what? Damnation. You know what I mean? Go ahead. You got a precept? Go ahead.
Point out also the heart imagination, bro, because honestly, the scriptures together, make it real quick, is Jeremiah 17 verse 9. It reads, "The heart is deceitful of all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it?" Say your thoughts, your imagination, what you really are. Hey, it's wicked, bro. You're in the carnal world so long that you want to do wickedness. You think that you want to do wickedness, bro. That's the first thing that'll follow your heart. But it said your heart's wicked. It's just, all that shit's wicked, man. You can't think of thing in your heart. But at the end of the day, it just works. It just comes out just that. You can't think like, I want this. The Lord knows my thoughts. But like, yeah, the Lord knows your thoughts, and the Lord knows that you're doing that shit you're doing is wicked as hell. And you're making an excuse, and since your Apocrypha, that sinful man find an excuse. That's it on.
Can brother grab me John chapter 9 and verse 48 real quick? Because I want to back that brother, because we need the names, man. Right? It's only through Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, are we going to be able to withstand these times, man? Are we going to be able to get through these times to Lord willing be saved, man? Because, hey, how are you going to be saved if you don't know the name of the Lord, man? Whosoever calls on the name of the Lord shall be saved. But if you don't know the name, how can you be saved?
Yeah, the brother said something earlier. You know, niggas talk about the furthest a conversation that a nigga has is what we're gonna do as a people. It stops right there. It stops. But then you gotta understand, you want to build on a foundation that's gonna be destroyed. right? We need to come together as a people. When they get past who's better, LeBron or Michael Jordan, when they get past that conversation, it goes to family. Then it goes to, I've seen this shit a million times. Then it goes to, okay, what we gonna do as black people? What we gonna do? We need to build. We need to do this. We need to do that. Okay, we understand that the so-called white man is the enemy, but we understand, see, you got to go deeper than that, man. It's deeper than trying to build on a foundation that's going to be destroyed. Come on, you got to graduate, but the Lord can only graduate. Promotion comes from the Most High, man. The Lord got to graduate your mind to understand why you shouldn't build on it. Okay, we use the word, we don't abuse it. Sorry saying be broke, but you trying to establish some shit here, and it's going to be destroyed. That's a bad investment. If you ask me,
That's a very bad investment.
it's a terrible investment, man. And then you niggas don't even got a military to back yourself, man. No power. So the powerless is trying to build where they have no power. Come on, man. What the fuck?
Don't make no sense.
Come on, man.
You're a slave, still in chains, trying to build over your master.
Come on, man. And then niggas can't stay on one accord because what scripture said, what if this was of men, it would come to naught. So what you see is not of men, is of the Lord, man. When niggas try to create some shit, you know what happens is they create the Black Panther Party, then it turns into Crips and Bloods, and then them niggas start killing each other, and then you have the drug epidemic where they sell to each other, and then the babies come out like these little monsters that's coming out now, man. Because all that shit was of men. They have a zeal, but not according to knowledge. You don't understand. But what? The average nigga ain't got the patience to wait for the Lord. Nah, man, I've been saying that. Man, I've been saying that's what he gonna say. Man, y'all still waiting on this spaceship.
Right, the Lord is not on your tongue.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, but you don't see you able to discern the time. You're able to you can tell when it's about to rain. You can tell when it's about to fucking thunderstorm, but you can't understand what the Lord told us to look for.
Hey, Jake know when the game is coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, he know that.
Yeah.
Jake no folly.
That nigga know where the Super Bowl is and where it's gonna be next year.
What time? Who gonna sing?
Yeah. What time? Yeah. Who gonna sing it? Who gonna perform at the halftime show? Who gonna sing the national anthem? Niggas know that, right? But they don't understand when the Lord come back though. They don't understand when the Lord is coming back. The Lord told us what to look for. Right? Wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places. You had a big one like the brothers was talking about in Turkey. A huge one, man. And you had 2 more after that. Not as big, but you still had 2 more. And there's going to be more to come, man. So get it while you can, man. But yeah, you want to follow the so-called white man, right? And let him lead you into damnation. Because he don't have any, he can't be saved from shit.
He don't have the power.
He don't have the power, man. His power is really now in this world because his blessing was the fatness of the earth. And he's losing that. Yeah, the sword. He's losing that, man. In America, because guess what? Russia got a sword too. They eat mice, but they got a sword too.
And theirs is bigger.
Right.
How about that?
Right, so you're going to come a time to where what? It says, what? The beast shall hate the harlot. The harlot is America. Okay, you got to ask yourself these questions. Well, then, what is this place that's keep talking about is going to be destroyed, man? What's this? The earth rocking to and fro. How's it going to do that? Oh, shit. A boat getting shot from one place to the other place, 200 million of them. Oh my, where's this place is going to hit with the second death? You got to ask these questions. If you don't have these questions in your mind, then really, you're really going to be stuck out here, man. You know? And it's going to be so bad to where some of you is going to seek to kill yourself, but can't. So, yeah, man. And can't find it. You know? So the Lord is not nothing to be played with, man. We ain't out here for your fucking entertainment, man. We ain't out here for you to put us on camera and never come back again, motherfucker. Yeah, we ain't out here, man. We ain't out here to play with you motherfuckers, man. We ain't out here for that, man. We out here to get the blood off our hands, man, because we understand the importance of receiving the knowledge, man. We understand that what? It says go to the chief place of concourse, man. That's how you know who a prophet and who not, man. And even then, it don't even stop there, because you got a lot of niggas out on the highways and byways that's teaching the wrong thing. With hats on and hair going down their back.
Just rebellious as hell, man.
So you got to understand the word. The Lord got to lead you to the word, man, to the right word. Because you got niggas in purple out there too. That's gonna tell you Christ. But we ain't rebuking thoughts in the name of Christ. Come on, man. You got to understand where the truth is at. You got to get the message while you can, man. Because when it's too late, it's too late. Somebody hold something?
No.
Oh, go ahead.
Can you get that real quick? Yeah.
It's 2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse 13. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created.
Yeah, because the brother, I made a beautiful point. How saying you need to ask yourself certain questions, man, and keep your mind right. The scripture says, set your heart right. Right, you're always supposed to make sure that your mind is in the right place, not focusing too much on this world, man. But it's a balance, right? But more so focusing and centering your attention on this truth, right, and what you need to do in order to be saved, man. Right, because we understand that the Lord is bringing great death. We understand the Lord is bringing great judgment, but He's also bringing mercy, man. He's bringing healing in His wings, right? To those that fear His name and those that keep His ways, man. That He's bringing deliverance, okay? And this is what we hope to be a part of. Seeing as to the best of our ability, stand against the whole world for Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, man. Right? Because at the end of the day, nothing matters. You see, this is all that matters, man. Having a nice car don't matter, having nice clothes don't, which is nice. We like to have nice things, but in the grand scheme of things, everything we have is going to be taken away in the days to come. And all we're going to be left with is our faith, right? All we're going to be left with is our faith, man. And if you weren't be taking this thing serious off camera behind closed doors, right, and building yourself up in the spirit, you're ultimately going to faint in the day of adversity because your strength is small, man. And this is why we hope and pray to Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah that He keep us strong in these times, right, to get through the coming horrors. Right, brother can get Luke 21, and I want to say that's 37. Or you can start, come on. Where it says, as a snare shall come upon the whole world. So the latter end of the chapter. Go down.
Got it.
Got it?
In Luke 21, verse 25, and it reads, for as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth.
Yeah, it's a snare. It's gonna be a trap, right? Jacob's trouble happening, Esau, Edom coming in like a flood, and especially the missiles is all gonna come unexpectedly, man, as a trap to you. You see, and you people are gonna have no way to escape out of it.
Watch ye therefore and pray always.
You see, watch ye therefore, watch for what? Right? Watch for the prophecies, man. Right? Because we don't have too much longer to be up in here, man. Don't you see what's going on around the world? Worms raining down from the sky. How do you explain that, man? Fish, live fish raining down from the sky. All different type of cloud formations, man, and chariots, right? Not really natural disasters, all caused by the Lord. You see, there was a volcano, I think, near Hawaii or Alaska where it said it was dormant for 100 years, and now it's about to fucking explode, man. You see? We're in the last days, man. If you can't see it, then the Lord has blinded you, man. Or you don't want to see it. Willingly ignorant, man. You got it.
Precept. I got precept for you, man. Going into watching. I don't know if the brother brought out Ezekiel yet, but Revelations 3 and 2. Be watchful. So who is this speaking to? It's speaking to the man that are teaching this truth, man. The elect. Lord willing, we're part of those men. Because the average person, the only thing you're watching for is entertainment. You know what I'm saying? When's the next game coming on again? Like the brothers is going to, where's the next Super Bowl going to be at? That's Jake's form of watching, man. You know what I'm saying? Entertainment and shit. All right? So be watchful and strengthen the things which remain that are ready to die. Or have not found thy works perfect before the Most High. Remember therefore how thou hast received and heard, and hold fast and repent. Now this is the Lord threatening, man. Check this out. If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee. That's terrifying, man. The Lord is threatening. This is Yahweh Shai. This is already saying, if you don't watch, I'm going to come upon you as a thief. Because that's how this world is going to go out, man. You see what I'm saying? They're not going to make an announcement. They're not going to make an announcement, man, when those missiles are ready to come, man. All you're going to see is the counter missiles, man. Arizona has a lot of them. So you're going to see, I don't care where you're at, right, in Arizona, you're going to see those missiles go up, man, and come out of those silos, man. There's a lot of desert out here. You got it, brother.
Come, brother, can you grab me Revelation chapter 16, and you could read verse 15. So like Revelation 16, 15.
All right, this is Revelation chapter 16, verse 15. And it says, behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame.
See, blessed is he that watcheth, man. See, so you're blessed for watching, man. Like the scripture say in Proverbs the 8th chapter, right? Blessed are they that watch waiting at the post of my doors daily, right? Constantly keeping your eyes peeled, right? Because to these people, nothing's happening to these people, man. The only thing that's happening is Kevin Durant coming to the Phoenix Suns. That's all that. It really ain't even doing that good. That's neither here nor there, man. These people's minds are so far away from the days and times, man. Right? Which is why, again, us having this truth, the Lord having mercy on us, we need to do our best to pay attention. Right? You can keep on that.
Verse 1, verse 37, it reads, "Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may account it worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man."
That's right. We want to be able to escape these things, man. Right? And how are we going to be able to escape famine? How are we going to be able to escape water shortages and Esau trying to come in and force us and kill us in a FEMA camp, man? How are we going to escape those? All right, well, let's get it. Let's go ahead and get 2 Ezra 9. When it says verse 7, right? Preserved from the said perils. You see? Because this is what we want, man. And us doing, the Yahweh Shem Shai's work to the best of our ability, we hope that it's acceptable so the Lord will have mercy on us and our families, man. And give us a hedge of protection, man. Divine protection. You got it.
2 Ezra 9, I saw that 7. It says, "And everyone that shall be saved, and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed."
Shall be able to escape by what?
By his works and by faith whereby ye have believed.
See, so you gotta have works, man, to justify that faith. Right? You can't. That's why the Lord said that these people draweth unto me with their lips, but their heart is far from me, man. So these people say good things about the Lord. They go on stage, thank you, God, but then behind closed doors doing all types of wickedness, man. You see that they don't have no thought of the Lord in their minds, truly, man, to keep His ways and to follow them, man. You see?
This is 2 Ezra 9 and 8. It says, "Shall be preserved." Well, I'll start back at 7. It says, "And everyone that shall be saved, and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning."
Right, when you go into that word "preserve" from the online etymology dictionary, right, it goes on to keep safe or free from harm. Right, so the Lord is going to keep His elect free from harm, man, and keep them safe. That's why the scriptures say, "He that hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely," man. Right? I love all those that love me. The Lord loves us, man. Lord willing, the Lord will keep the Spirit on us to do what's pleasing unto Him, man.
Well, how can you tell that the Lord loves us? The fact that we out here and we have this truth, man.
That's right.
Because the average person, man, look what the fuck they're doing right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, seeking entertainment, man. That's how you know the Lord loves us, man, that we have this, man. And we're able to come out here and show forth, you know what I'm saying, our faith, man. We got to work.
That's right, bro.
No, I'm about to get it right now. I'm sure I'm hosting.
Yeah, come out. Oh, okay.
I mean, he got the wrong one, but I'm going to find it.
Yeah, cause you get that, bro.
That's correct. 2, start of verse 14, reads, "Woe unto you that have lost patience. What will ye do when the Most High shall visit you?"
Yeah, woe meaning destruction, man. Death unto you. Those of you that lost patience, man, you went back into the world. Right? Can the brother get Luke the 12th chapter? I'm gonna say around the 46th verse. Right? To that servant which knew was the Lord's will. Right? Because the Lord has made it to where there's no cloak for your sin. There's no excuse on why you shouldn't be doing what you need to do. Everybody knows they need to get right with the Lord, but they're not going to do it because they have their own goals and things that they want to do within the world. They're more focused on the world instead of the word. You know? You got it?
Yes. Luke 8:13. It says they on the rock are they which when they hear receive the word with joy, and these have no root, which for a while, matter of fact, let me start up. This is Luke 8:11. It says, "Now the parable is this: the seed is the word of the Most High. Those by the wayside are they that hear, then cometh the devil and taketh away the word out of their hearts, lest they should believe and be saved." Verse 13 it says, "They on the rock are they which, when they hear, receive the word with joy, and these have no root, which for a while believe, and in time of temptation fall away." Right? So they hear the word, and they receive with joy, but they have no root. right? So it's not rooted in them. So then they fall away. It says, in that which fell among thorns are they which when they have heard go forth and are choked with cares and riches and pleasures of this life and bring no fruit to perfection. Right? It says, but that on the good ground are they which in an honest and good heart, having heard the word, keep it and bring forth fruit with patience, like brothers always say, in truth and sincerity, man. Right? But you're rooted, the truth is rooted in you, right? So therefore you can have works, you can have good fruit, man. Okay, and the things of this world, like majority of the people you see come up here that agree with us, they say, well, hey, we'll be back next week, and never come back. But they enjoyed it while they were here, right? But they are stony ground, man. Right? So the word is not rooted in them. Okay, we can't be like that, man. You can't be like that in this truth, and that you're going to make it for. Right? Because then what? The things of the world will choke the truth out of you, man. The cares of this life, man. Right? Your woman might be like, man, I don't want you to go out there no more. Right? What you gonna do? Your job might be like, hey, look, this is your decision, man. We can promote you, but you're gonna have to work Saturday. You have to give up what you do on Saturday and stay here. What you gonna do? Right? You know, your woman might go on your phone and see she never knew. Right? What? You on the highways and byways? You saying all this about these people, and I live with you? I'm scared. They might come to our. That happened to me before.
Say you a full-blown terrorist.
That happened to me before. I'm like, bitch, if you scared, kick rocks, bitch.
Yeah, for real.
Kick rocks, bitch. I'm the only hedge of protection, bitch. You don't. What you want is a man in the Lord this time. You don't want no nigga, man. Right? Because a nigga gonna lead you in the nigga ways, which leads you into damnation. Now you fucked, literally.
Who get right can
Yeah,
leave you.
you know, and then they leave you. They leave you, man. Now you're forced to raise one of these children by yourself, man. Yeah. When you had a man of the Lord the whole time. Bitch, you dropped the ball. You know? Come on, man. That job might start, the profits of that job, because it might say, you know what, you got to leave then if you don't want to work Saturday. That job might start declining, man. Because remember, all these things, these people are being marked. The Lord counted the tears, man. That's what the scripture said. The Lord counted our tears, man. So don't think that, get that in Mark, where it says, it's better to hear someone about your neck. I think it's Mark 9 and 42. Yeah, man. You know? Yeah, man, for, you know, that job might start, if it make you choose between the truth and that job will probably start declining, man. They'll probably start failing that business. You know? That woman that left, man, come on, ain't no telling how much time she'd have been to the clinic to get checked up on. Right? Because what scripture said, that land is greatly polluted. Right? But she had a man in the Lord the whole time, and you dropped the ball. But they won't fully know, and they kind of know, but they won't fully know until what? These pestilences is out here.
Yep.
And you ain't got no hedge of protection. Right? Even family members, I ain't fuck with him. I'm brother weird, man. I ain't fuck with him no more. Man, he teach on the highways and byways. He crazy. Right? But then, when it come, oh shit, he was right.
Yep. Hey,
Crazy as hell.
he was crazy, man.
You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be a little crazy to be out here, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
And we love it, man.
Right.
Gotta be.
Come on, man, but this is part of the works, man. Like the brother said, a lot of people got lip service, man, but where your works at?
Right.
Where was you at, man? Where was you at when that camera hit record?
Yeah.
Oh, you was on the comment board, okay.
Right. Hey, where was your antenna? You know what I'm saying? When them niggas was raw tonight.
You know, where was you at? Because, well, we out here for the Lord, man. What the Lord gave us, we got to flip it, man. We out here doing a job, man.
Business.
This is a business. The Lord saying, I'm about my Father's business, man. So if we're joint heirs, then we got to be about the Father's business as well.
And there's one thing about a business, man. When you work in the world, if you're not representing that business or following the standards of that business, you'll get fucking replaced, man.
Come on, man, quick.
Because if Esau don't need you, then how much more than Heavenly Father, man? The Lord don't need any one of us. Say He can raise up a stone to teach our people, man. So what the hell are you? That's why Scripture say, "Why is earth and ashes proud?" You think you're on some level. But Scripture say, if a man think he himself to be something, he's nothing, man.
So that's really mercy, man. Because if the Lord could replace you with a rock, you know what I'm saying? It's mercy that the Lord gave us the truth, man. And for us not to perform it, you tripping. You know, go ahead.
This is at Mark 9 and 42. And whosoever shall offend one of these little ones that believe in me, it is better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck.
Hey, those letters are in red, man.
Yep.
Okay? That's the Lord talking, man. You know, and there's a lot of people that And there's a lot of people who have offended the men of the Lord, man. Whether it was with your action.
All right, this is Mark chapter 9 and 42 from the top. This is Yahushua speaking. And whosoever shall offend one of these little ones that believe in me.
Yeah, that believe in the Lord, man. That believe in Yahushua, man. You offend one of us. What?
It is better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck.
So it's better than a millstone was hung about your neck, man.
Yeah.
A terrible way to drowning.
Yeah,
Come on, man. You know how big a millstone is?
it's huge.
Come on, man. Around your neck, and you just keep sinking and sinking and sinking and drowning. You're taking in nothing but water, man.
Then the Lord will command a shark to come and tear
Getting
you
your
out.
ass
Come on, man.
before your last,
For your last go.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You know, so it's a fearful thing, man, to fall into the hands of the living power. To fall into the hands of the living power is a fearful thing of being one of the little ones that believe in it, man. Right? And you people have many offenses, man. I know if I've been offended, I know brothers have been offended, man. There's certain things I had to lose, man. That I really liked. I really liked her, man.
I really liked it.
I really liked it. Just ran out complaining about one of these niggas, man. I've been on that. Yeah, somebody else's turn.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't keep shoes forever, you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Go get some new shoes. But yeah, you know, or that job, man, you might have really, you know, could have saw yourself getting to, you know, being established in that. But the Lord will give you another one to where you'll make more money or have an opportunity to make more money, man. You know? And then you'll see, like I said earlier, that job will start decreasing. Or that dude who put the ultimatum in front of you, right? He might start catching hell, man. He might lose one of his loved ones. He might lose his wife, right? Because he know not what he do. Like, damn, man, you really told this man that he had to choose between his religion, so-called religion, because they say religion, right? And his job. And you think the Lord didn't see that? Because really it was a test, man. You know? But the same thing, when people come out here and they hear the word, it is better if they didn't hear it. Then to hear it and to not do it. So it was better that man didn't even put the test in front of you, man, because then guess what? Now it's his turn to get judged. The Lord is going to, because the Lord count the tears, man. Okay?
If one of you brothers can grab me 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 21, just to back that brother up. Right? Because once again, Yahweh Shai has his prophets stationed all throughout the earth. Right? You know, all throughout the earth, man, you're going to find men of the Lord, right, teaching the right doctrine. Now, you got men out there that teaching, right, but they're not all teaching the same thing. Right? So you got to be careful who you follow, man, because not every spirit that was sent from the Heavenly Father. You see?
2 Peter chapter 2, verse 21. For it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness than after they have known it to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them.
Like the brother said, it's better for you to have not even known this truth, right, and the way to go, than to ultimately know it and turn away, right? Because you're like spitting in the Lord's face, man. You see, here it is. The Lord wants you to come back. We're all speaking to the Israelites, man. That's who this truth is for. But only the remnant is going to return and receive it, right? So the Lord is showing, His people, these beautiful promises that He's going to keep. The Lord, keeps His promise, man. A lot of people don't want to be kings. They don't want to be gods. They want to be niggas, man. They want to be thugs, right? When you go into that word thug in the Greek, it goes into the Greek word demon, man. Right? That's what that word thug means. And look at the rappers, they all push thug life, man. Low dirt, motherfucking Pooh Shiesty. That's who these people look up to, man. And the leaders of this people cause them to err. So you can finish that off.
Yeah, being a thug don't make you tough, man. A lot of them niggas go to jail and fuck boys. Yeah. See, they don't tell you that part. Yeah, they don't tell you that part, man. Your OG didn't tell you. Your OG didn't tell you what he was doing 20 years in the pen, man. What he was really doing. But he'll come out, he'll preach to you to go kill him, rob her. If you wearing that color, knock him down. Right, but he didn't tell you what the fuck he just had to do for 20 years, man. Yeah. So being a thug and being a game banging ass nigga don't make you tough, man. That shit don't make you tough, because they'll look at this like, oh, you a square, man. You teach the Bible. But if you look at the prophets, these are some of the hardest men that you can't even stand toe to toe with the prophets.
Back in the precept, let me get Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter for the brother, man.
You know? Come on, man. David cut Goliath's head off. And not just cut it off, held it up, man.
Right.
Which one of you niggas, see, you niggas shoot, right?
Yeah.
Which one of you niggas did cut somebody's head off and held it up with blood dripping out, pus and all kind of shit, man? And then put the crown on your head.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Nah, you niggas are shooting. Don't even look. Oh, shit. I'll run.
Niggas blindfolded and somebody
Yeah.
shooting.
Yeah, you know?
This is the most manliest thing that you could do. Come out here. Not a lot of men can come out here, man. A lot of people are afraid of public interaction, man. That's what this is. We're out here in the public. They said that the speaking, you know what I'm saying, is worse than the fear of death, man. You see, like public speaking. You see that, and that's what we do out here. We public speak, man. You see what I'm saying? So again, it takes a special type of soul to come out here, man. Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, real quick for the brother.
When I saw in 5, start from the top, and it reads, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness."
No, not the thug. All right, it said the righteous man. That's who's gonna be out here standing in great boldness, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't give a fuck who sees us, man. My whole family seen me out here already, man. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm working for the Most High, man. You know, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. You see what I'm saying? I sprinkled some water upon them. You know what I'm saying? The truth. And where are they at? They not out here. See that? Because you don't just choose the Heavenly Father. The Father has to choose you. Keep on that up.
Before the face of such as have afflicted him.
That's who we out here, man. In the face of such as has afflicted us, man. We're talking about this system, you know, right? We're talking about Esau and Edom, man. You know what I'm saying? They're over here bringing laws back and shit, man, to hang you niggas and castrate you, man. You see that? Keep going on.
And made no account of his labors.
Made no account of his labors, man. You see that? That's what these devils do, man. You gotta burn.
This is 1 Corinthians 4:10. We are fools for Hamashiach's sake, but ye are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but ye are strong.
It's like you can stop there. You see, the point was, man, you know, we are accounted fools, right? When you go into this word fools, right, it goes into, go down. Basically goes into, you know, us being considered as being stupid, right, in the eyes of the people, because we look foolish, man. Right out here in garments, because this is an ancient way, right? You know, these are ancient customs that, you know, that we are to keep as Israelites, man. And it looks strange to the world because the world is godless, man, right? You see, and we're trying to follow after godliness to the best of our ability, so we look like fools, but that's okay though, man. Because I'd rather look like a fool and be on the chariot than be the coolest dude, the coolest cat in the street and getting burned up, man. You see, none of that matters. Okay? You got some? Yeah.
No,
You said you had some? Can you get that Luke 12?
it's the book of Luke, chapter 12, and start off a little higher.
Go ahead.
Build it up. It's the book of Luke, chapter 12, and verse 40. Be ye therefore ready also, for the Son of Man cometh at an hour when ye think not. All right, verse 43. Blessed is that servant who his Lord, when he cometh, shall find doing so. Of a truth I say unto you, that he will make him ruler over all that he hath. Going to that servant, man, that's going to reflect that you're that joint heir, man. Going to make you ruler of everything that he has, all right? And if that servant say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to beat the men servants and maidens, and to eat and drink, and to be drunken, the Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and at an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him in sunder, and will appoint his portion with the unbelievers. And
what's that portion of the unbelievers, man? That's going to be that lake of fire, right? That's where you're going to be.
That's right. Verse 47 is the point. And that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes.
And you see that's going to be a lot of Israelites, man, right? There's going to be a heavy judgment coming to those that knew they were Israel, but they didn't ultimately take heed, man, and be sincere about this thing, right? Because you got a lot of people that are just in this for, you know, for glory of men, you know, to ultimately be praised, and that's the same spirit that the wicked Pharisees and scribes were coming in, man, right? You know, all the works they did was to be seen of men, right? To be praised and to be called, you know, and be put on a high pedestal, man. Right? You got people that just want to do this because it's something to do. No, you got to really be in this, man. Right? You got to really want, you know, to be a part of this, man, and serve Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. You see, it's not just about looking cool, none of that, man. But it's about being diligent as you can and being sincere as well, being a good brother. You know, and there's all things we got to work on, but this is what we need to do, man, in this time. Not focus too much on money and things of this world, because all hell's about to break loose here soon, man. Right? You see, your car's going to get taken away, because they're even signing laws to ultimately ban gas-powered cars, right? They want everybody to have those new electric cars. You see, that's what they want, you know? You see, so what are you going to do when that's taken away? You know, they even want to ban, in the UK, they're ultimately trying to ban, right, you know, make it illegal to silently pray in your head, man. And there was a woman on video, and she was within a certain zone within her job, and she got arrested twice because she was praying in her head in those zones, man. Again, we're living in a completely godless society, so if
That's ultimately why they was like,
you gotta
that's why they ultimately want to chip you, man.
Yep.
You know, they want control over your mind, man. They want control over everything. Which, if you look deeper into it, the Edomite is telling you you're either gonna serve the Edomite or you're gonna serve God, man. But that's how prideful he has became, man. That's how prideful he got, man. You know? So where it is, he's like making you choose between him and the Lord, man. But this is why when you go to Obadiah, it says there should be no more remaining of the house of Esau. You know? You got some more out?
Oh, that was it.
Switch up a little bit, because honestly, I'm going to get real quick off was something that that's kind of something that Matthew 10 verse 24. Because honestly, people don't know what they're willing to call Jesus Christ and God is, man. Because what they think, what they've been taught in their churches like that, which honestly the pastors don't believe, bro. They don't believe it. These people that's like, oh yeah, they love God, this and that. I forgot what it was, like in a video a while ago. I said like, all right, yes, you're a Christian. All right, recite one Bible verse. Like what, $20? I forgot. Like 20, what was it, $20 or something? But like, these people can't see a single one. Not in Genesis 1 verse 1, bro. Not in John 3:16.
Because you know they always bring up that John 3:16. That's all most of them all know.
I'm like, bro, like, obviously you're like, let's sit down. Let's see that read it. So you gotta know that, all right, who is Yahweh Shai? Who is God? They claim they so know, bro. So let's get this real quick, because honestly, I realize Yahweh Shai didn't came for everybody. He didn't. It only came for Israel. Not Israel, only for the elect on third. So I get that Matthew 22. Oh yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, I get that real quick.
Okay, start. Matthew 15 and 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So it's right there real quick, that cuts out a lot of shit that people believe. They came for everybody, for the whole world. Everyone lived food by y'all, all of them. Holding hands, and we are the world, we are the children. You know, shit like that, man. He didn't, bro. What did it say real quick?
God. It says, and he answered and said, it says, think not. It's like it. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So right there, it clearly says right there, no like trying to hide hidden meaning. It's not for lost sheep of the house of Israel. So that's the thing. You gotta honestly, you gotta know this wisdom, man. You just can't take it at face value, because that was the teachers. If you look at the book of Eli, right? He wanted that. He wanted that book because what he wanted to do, and they're doing the same thing in the churches today, because they're trying to say like, oh, if I can use it, I can manipulate people because they came out of this book. They're saying these matches. They're like, oh, well, I can manipulate people because I'm saying it came out of this book. Which they're gonna read it, man. You know, they got. I think the Bible is like. I think the Bible is like the most stolen book in the whole world. And yet, I think like 7 people that read, like 7% read it, actually read it.
You know what, too, Ak, when you sit back and think about what that movie bringing into that book, when you think about that, look at all the religions you have today. You got thousands of religions today that actually have that book and have no idea what it's even talking about. You know, these religions have signed a 501c3. They making money off all you people that's going in there, and you ain't learning shit. At the end of the day, you're just going there for a feel good.
Example of that, you got the Kardashians, man. They have a church, right, in California, if I'm not mistaken, and it's a membership fee of $1,000 to attend the church, right? And they have to offer at least 10% of their, of their earnings. So if the average person makes $3,000, I mean they got to pay $300, right? So their average membership is probably, their membership is $1,000, but they're probably receiving $1,300 at least from the whole congregation. And it's kind of a big church. But when you dig deeper into it, when you have a church, you ain't really got to. You can funnel your money through the church, so therefore you ain't got tax purposes, or you ain't got tax penalties and things of that nature. So you people are really being duped. You thinking that you're going to the church doing the right thing, but these motherfuckers using it as a front for taxes.
And the scriptures even say, when the book of Acts, that I'm not in buildings made by hands. So at the end of the day, what you in there doing? You getting robbed. It is what it is. Same thing when the brother was bringing out the movie. What was it? The Book of Eli. When he won it, what happened when he opened it? It was all braille. Couldn't read it. Did him no good.
So it's all part of their hustle, man.
There you go.
They try to hustle the scriptures, man.
You tell them.
It's all part of their hustle, man. It's hardly. It's all part of their hustle, man.
It's honestly worse than cartels, though. You guys think about it, they're starting up fake wolves.
Yeah.
That they don't even know. The cartels, like, you know that, hey, don't go outside at night, don't fuck with them. But the Christians, they'll gladly accept all your money.
I mean, what they've been doing that. Have you ever seen them shows where they want to sell oil or holy water, and they sprinkle it in somebody's eyes, and then it unblinds the person? You be like, what the? And then you got to call us when they have. You got people who actually donate to that shit.
They start shaking.
I think Hitler, the Catholic Church, I think was going with like gold and fine art to the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Holding it for control. It's just for Americans. So like, honestly, it's not. This is a money making business. This is launder money. It's making more money than
It's that, and it funds wars. Now, if you go back to the Crusades or whatever, what do you think with that money came with? Funding wars to kill. It is what it is.
That's why what the brother got it. He said, "What the Lord doesn't dwell in temples made with man's hands." Okay, I mean we out here, man. Right? Where two or more is in the midst. The Lord is in. Two or more gathered together. The Lord is in the midst. Okay, this is what it is. You gotta understand what the truth is, man. But people want to go to these Joel Osteen churches, these big churches, and all that shit, thinking that they're doing something because these people got big names. It ain't about that, man. Because in their mind, they think they're bigger than the Lord. Because when the Lord came back, he didn't seek fame. Nope. Right? He rode upon a donkey, man. Yep. Right? So if you preaching the Lord, aren't you supposed to have the same spirit? Yep. Come on, man. Would they, if you guys didn't have these names, right, would you still be preaching the Lord? You wouldn't, man. You wouldn't. If you wasn't receiving them like that, all the money stopped today, would you niggas still preach the Lord? Would you preachers that have high names, would you still have congregations? No, you won't, man. Because you're nothing more than a motivational speaker, man. That's all they are. But when you go to Titus, it tells you what? Especially them of the own circumcision whose mouths must be stopped, man. The truth is out here, man. Yeah, he didn't even open the books.
Y'all making jokes. And like, these like women congregations, they're like, hey, let us in, let's at least survive. Like, no, fuck y'all. You have to stay away. You have to sit die.
At the end of the day, you know what? You know why y'all go up in there, really? Because y'all want to be taught smooth things. Y'all not going to come on the highway and buy and hear the truth. You want to go to new churches so you can hear the every wicked shit that you do. You good. You want to be taught smooth things, lies.
How you know they ain't telling the truth? Because in the scriptures it says, have I became your enemy because I told you the truth? So which means it's going to be some type of confrontation.
That's right.
Ain't no conversation in the churches, man. Ain't because they're not telling the truth. They speak smooth things. And our people want to hear smooth things. And when you look at these churches, it's filled with women, man. Right? And these pastors, trick off on these women too, man. Yeah. Right? Don't put it. It's a whole lot of adultery being committed in these churches, man, because of a name that these people got, man. Women flock to power, man. That's right. So whoever the boss on the job is, he getting the pussy from the employees, man. Yeah. I've seen it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. When they in these churches, whoever the pastors and the deacons, the pastors get first dibs, and then it's passed off to the deacons, man. They seek power, and women respect power, man. Yeah. Okay. So these men want power. That's what they do. It ain't about really preaching the Lord. It's about how much power you can gain. And if you got to use the word to teach them, that's what you're going to do. But it's a punishment for that, nigga. You know?
This is Revelations 1 and 3. Blessed is he that readeth.
At the end of the day, the wisdom has to give unto you. The Lord has revealed the wisdom and spirit unto you, man. Holy Spirit, but hey, God, let's see that read it, bro. You gotta get this, bro. You can't just take it at face value. You can't like, oh, not do your research, bro. It says prove all things. That's how we get into it, man. Not here kind of our own accord, kind of like 40, 50 minutes about getting scripture. No, we get straight into it. You gotta basically like with the whole case foundation, man. Keep it simple. All right, so say this and prove it. Say it, prove it. Say it, prove it, man. So we're just like, all right, what was Halashad came here? What was Halashad came down here? What's he doing, man? What was the whole reason?
Book of Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34. Think not that I have come to send peace on the earth.
So don't think that Yahushua came to send peace. Don't think that he came for everyone saying kumbaya. It was not that whole dude that had long hair and shit, no blue eyes. And honestly, that makes no sense. If you think about it for like just a little minute, just for a second, like hold it. Long hair, blue eyes, and hid in Egypt, like
Man.
made no goddamn sense, bro. But you know what? Y'all Christians said y'all believe whatever you want. What it says?
It says Matthew 10 and 34. Think not that I have come to send peace on the earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
They cannot send peace, but a sword. He's coming. When Yahushua comes back again, bro, he's ready to slay all. He's not coming back to hand out flowers. Now he's like, all right, I'm hearing out. Let's sit down, let's talk about it. No, he's like, hey, I'm coming back. Bring the sword with me, and no doubt about that. So got precept about it?
Yeah, kind of got a precept to that. This is Isaiah chapter 42, and start at verse 13. It says, Yahweh shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies. I have long time holden my peace. I have been still and refrained myself.
He said, I have a long time since my peace. Like, he sees what you're doing. Of course, Jesus, I said he's a man of war. He's a mighty man. Not this really soft-spoken, with a try to portray man, bro. No. Hey, the Most High's pissed. He's honestly pissed at you guys, bro. Pissed at the heathen. Pissed at out of 2/3 of all the wickedness that they're doing, man. Going up?
Yeah, Khan, it's a little more. It says, now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. You know? Khan, that's what Yahushua is coming back to do, man. He's coming back to destroy. What's off?
No, it ain't got much.
Oh, Khan. Khan, you got a phone.
Get up.
And whoever got down, is your phone?
I'm gonna see if Barzal has some more.
Okay.
2111. You gotta realize, bro, like, even Yahushua, when he was on a scene 2,000 years ago, he wasn't all this, kumbaya. Like, bro, he got on it, bro. He got on it. In fact, get that camera quick. Yeah.
It's the book of Matthew chapter 21, verse 11. And the multitude said, this is Yahushua, the prophet of Nazareth of Galilee. And Yahushua went into the temple of the Most High and cast out all them that sold and bought in the temple, and overthrew the tables of the money changers and the seats of them that sold doves.
So, hey, when you saw what's going on, bro, Yahushua was pissed. He cast them out. He was throwing tables and shit, man. He was like, what the hell is wrong with you guys? Like what shit? Like, why are you doing this in the temple of the Most High? So, hey, you gotta realize, he wasn't just no soft-spoken kumbaya, bro. Hey, he was a man. He was like, bro, like, just something that you don't want to mess with. Like, you see Yahushua come, coming, you're not like, oh, it's all good, you make girls make fun of all they want. Like, you see it, bro, we're like, shit. Yeah, you better like sticking up. That's Yahushua. People don't really talk about what I hear from it's like, oh, the miracle is done. Which he did. Yahushua did do a lot of miracles while he's on the earth. And then he came like, hey, people for Israel, repentance, man. He did there's two sides because he had to balance out. He's it's very much about repentance, forgiveness, but it's very much also about, hey, even if the punishment to them that's wicked. In fact, get the this is if y'all want to see Mashiach.
It says, Matthew 21:13, and said unto them, it is written, my house shall be called the house of prayer, but ye have made it a den of thieves.
Because like, damn, like, y'all, like, this could be a house of prayer, but y'all are just thieves. Like, what the hell? Like, I'll be honest with you, just imagine you come back, you come to where you're supposed to be, and you just see, like, really a peaceful place, whether repentance or prayers, y'all just stealing and running, nothing. Like, what the hell? Like, I really got that right.
This is 2 Corinthians 5, verse 10. It says, for we must all appear before the judgment seat of the Mashiach.
So y'all must appear, bro. We all have to sit down and go like, hey, the righteous and the wicked.
That everyone may receive the things done in his body, according to that he has done, whether it be good or bad.
So you guys just sit there and realize, hey, your offenses, hey, they're going to so big to you. You're like, all right, what's this?
All right, did you get it?
In 2 Corinthians 5, verse 10, back again, it say, for we must all appear before the judgment seat of the Mashiach, that everyone may receive the things done in his body according to that he has done, whether it be good or bad.
Yeah, bro, it's going to be good or bad.
This is 11. It says, knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men.
Knowing therefore the fear of the Most High, and what the terror basically means fear. So knowing the fear of the Most High, you just say, man. Because if you don't get right with the Lord, He's going to do this. If you don't get right, hey, judgment waiting. Honestly, but you still, if you're doing what you got to do. In fact, brother, get that real quick. You got Ecclesiastes 12, verse 13. You gotta do your duty. You gotta do what you're supposed to do. Like, honestly, hey, coming up out of the byways, it's what we have to do, man. It's not like, oh yeah, like, no, this is what you gotta do. This is what we're supposed to do during these times. Give out the warning. Let them know. You got up?
Yep. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Right, so this is our whole purpose, man, especially us being Israelites. You know, we are the true servants of Yahweh. So us coming, the Lord bringing us back into His truth, back into our heritage, you know, we have to live that, man. Like being the ones that should be the example of the whole earth, right?
Exactly. This is our duty, man. This is our responsibility. This is your meaning of life. Truly, bro. You've got the duty, it means you have your obligation. What you have to do. Your responsibility is. Your meaning, what you gotta do, bro, is come out there, fear the Most High, and keep the commandments. Right up?
Yeah, Ezekiel 33.
Yeah.
Ezekiel 33, verse 1. It says, again, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon their land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast, and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
Hey, bro, say, to be honest with you, we're supposed to not do. We know the thermonuclear missiles are coming here to America. We know that, hey, our ship comes back, we pack those clouds, bro. We know that, hey, Russia's going to come destroy those two, bro. Hey, we have to do it. We know it. Yahweh Shai revealed the secrets unto us that, hey, this is going to happen. One of the people, whether you're for rare, hey, they can never say they never know. It's like you tell a kid, hey, don't touch that button, right? If fire is hot, right? And they touch it, like, well, I told you. When we expect, I told you not to do that. And it falls upon them.
You know, that's what goes back to saying ignorance is not bliss. So, you know, you were told. And you can't claim ignorance, because you also have to understand that Yahweh Shai sees all, hears everything. So he already knows what you're going to do. That's how a lot of you Christians are about, all you other things, y'all about to die. Because you have this idea that you're going to fall on your knees in the last day and ask forgiveness, and that's what you're going to get. No, what you're going to catch is that nuclear heat.
Back at that, I think it was Hebrews 12, verse 5. He said,
Yeah, Con. This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 11 is NLT. It says, since everything around us is going to be destroyed like this, what holy and godly life should you live? Right? Everything gonna be destroyed, man. Yahweh Shema, like the brother said beautifully, has made it known unto us what he's getting ready to do. Right? So we be like these people who just want to stand around the prophets and take pictures in a damn suit and tie, man. That's complete madness, man. You see, people walking around like nothing's going on, right? But this place is about to get melted, man. That's it. And that was the point on that.
I'll say, yeah, it's probably get melted, but it's also get destroyed. Say, you gotta warn the people. Warn what you do, what you gotta do. Realize that, hey, the true living power, the power of the whole universe, is coming back here to destroy America. You realize that this isn't some foreign government that we possibly have a chance of defeating. Maybe like really slim. No, it's like, hey, this is what has to happen. Lord, the creator of all is coming here to destroy this place, bro. His son is coming here to destroy this place. Realize that we are in some serious times. We never left biblical times. You know, people like to say that, oh yeah, that was back in biblical days. We are in biblical days.
Yeah, still.
No, we never left, man. You get into the end, it's still biblical times.
Yeah, this is 2 Peter 3 and 7. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire, against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. As the brother was saying just a while ago, the earth was destroyed once before by what? Water. Now a fire is coming, which is a cleaning agent. Completely burn Babylon, aka America, out, and all you wicked people out here. That's what's about to come. You want that Habakkuk? What was it?
Yes, God. This is Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Beautiful, like fury. Bro, if I can get that literal big drop on the word fury. Hey, bro, yeah, most of he's coming back with fury, man. He's coming back not happy.
Yeah.
He's coming back to destroy this place. And honestly, you can't blame him. You see these people going off, they go off so much, they worship, this dude Jesus Christ. They worship their oppressors.
The scriptures do say, when Yahweh comes back, what did he say? I'm not going to meet thee as a man. That means he's coming in full glory. It's coming to the point. He's coming to the point where as soon as he gonna be tearing up everything. And matter of fact, before he even gets it, what did he say? Would it be already kindled? Roughly paraphrasing. So basically, this world's gonna be already in chaos when he pull up.
You got that fury up?
Yeah, this is fury in the blue letter. It says, it's come back with fury, right? It says heat, rage, hot displeasure, indignation.
God, it's beautiful. Hot displeasure, indignation. Going on?
God, anger, wrath, poison. It says venom, burning anger, rage.
Coming back with that rage. Coming back with that heat. Brother, that demon slayer stuff that are second time. I feel like, so they come back, bro. When they're on that, bro, they ain't no stopping them. You see this like fierce anger in them. That was
yeah, one more verse. Isaiah 66 and 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. Because that's the way he's going to plead. Right now he has us pleading to our people, man. This is the Heavenly Father throwing his lifeline out into you, man, to be saved, man. All right? It says, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. That's heavy too, man. That gets the fear pumping. In the church, I've never heard this scripture in the church, man. If they read this scripture in the church, man, that would be beneficial more than passing the offering around 3 times, bro. Seriously, because the fear of the Lord is above all things. It tells you that throughout the scriptures, man.
Honestly, yeah, fear of the Most High, fear of the Lord is a very important and crucial thing. I love everything is fear the Most High. Because you fear the Most High, everything else is going to fall in line. Because fear the Most High, all right, you're going to do the commandments. You're not going to go off. You're not going to commit wickedness. You're going to try to be upright. So fearing the Lord, actually, fear is very like not like it's very important in this thing.
Yeah.
You gotta realize like, who the Almighty is. Like what his fingers and what he can do as a blessing. You see, the whole universe as a kingdom is beautiful.
I think Noah said he moved in fear while he was building that ark.
Building that ark, huh?
It's beautiful. He moved with fear, man. Noah was. What makes you better? What makes you better? What makes you better, man? What makes you better than Noah? What makes you better than any other prophets? Like, bro, you live in the most simplest nation of all the world. And you think that, I can do what I do. Lord knows my heart. Yeah, Lord knows your heart, man. He knows that, hey, it is straight up wickedness.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 20. It says, "Thou shalt fear the Lord thy God, him shalt thou serve, and to him shalt thou cleave and swear by his name." So this is a commandment, to us, man, to the Israelites, right? That we are to fear the Lord our power, man, Yahweh, and his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shah. Right? So this is literally a commandment to fear the Lord, man. But you have people that don't fear the Lord, and you might ask why. Well, look at their actions. They're constantly doing things that the Lord hates. Right? That's why the scripture say the Lord hates sinners, man. Somebody who constantly keeps living a life contrary to his ways, though the Lord has people to instruct him the right way. The Lord hates that, man. The scripture say rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft. See, so you being rebellious, you're likened unto a witch, right? And the way a witch dies, man, is by fire, man, which is what you people are gonna feel. Lord willing, we don't.
Also going to what you're saying too. This is Proverbs 9 and 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. Letting you know, what did it say at the beginning? The fear of the Lord is wisdom. Fear. He ain't saying nothing about love. He said fear.
They look at back over fear. I get that. Word fear real quick. Fear, it goes back to basically being respect, being reverence, fear. Set up.
All right, fear. Let's see. I don't know how to say it in the definition. All right, fear, terror, fearing, fear, terror, awesome of terrifying things, fear of God, respect, reverence. Wait, say that. Say that right there. Piety.
Yeah, respect and reverence. You gotta respect the Most High.
Yep.
You gotta get reverence, man. You gotta realize, all right, this is no power to play with. This is not just some Game Boy you have at home where you just toss around with stuff. It's not like a piece of wood that you can just go around and do whatever. So you gotta respect and fear the Most High. You gotta give that respect to the name and his Son.
Proverbs 1. This will be Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. And it says, "Wisdom crieth without, she uttered her voice in the streets."
Now we're doing our wasn't firing out and letting people know like, hey, this was happening. We're gonna turn back now. Why this is what you're gonna get.
She crieth in the chief places of concourse.
Right now we're in the middle of Phoenix. We're not next to the biggest tower of all Arizona.
Chase Tower.
Chase Tower, man.
Yep.
But that's the marker, right? That's where we at, man.
Right, that's-
You want to find the prophets, man? We out here by the Chase Tower. We're not hiding from nobody.
Yep. Right here in the open.
So yeah, you're gonna have to like, hey, you know what could roll up right now.
Right.
And hey, you're really out here preaching the word. What up?
I'm gonna go for the top. Proverbs 1:21. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the opening of the gates. In the city she uttered her words, saying, "How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?"
Yeah, that's simple ones, right? You got that word simple.
Yeah, Con.
Because honestly, you break that word simple, it's truly talking about y'all, man. It's truly talking about these people, man. That are perfect.
This is the word simple in the blue letter. It goes into simplicity, naive, simple, foolish, and open-minded.
Being open-minded, bro. Now, what people preach today, being open-minded to new ideas, being open-minded to how you feel, being open-minded to their their pronouns, the LGBT, UAV, all that shit, man. Basically, be open-minded. And it says like, hey, how long open-minded people but keep being open-minded. Because honestly, you gotta be honest, you gotta be closed-minded in this truth. You gotta realize, all right, there is only one way. There is no other way besides this, man. The way to salvation is through this. And it's a hard and rugged path. But there is no other way. What up?
And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
And fools hate knowledge, right? And what's to gain knowledge? It's fear the Most High. So people do not fear the Most High. They hate the Most High, bro.
Yep.
Because they're like, oh, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear the good news. I don't want to keep doing what I do. Don't ruin my vibe. So, hey, relation. No, hey. Either you want to hear or not. Hey, this is what it is. What up?
Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
Right now, the Lord is giving out his hand right now. Like, all right, if you turn back, because honestly, the Lord is a merciful power.
Yep.
It truly is. You turn back now. I'll give my spirit. You turn every reproof, and I'll pour my spirit out unto you. What up?
I will make known my words unto you.
Imagine that. The Lord's allowing you to have the wisdom and knowledge of the Most High, man. To know that, hey, this is what you got to do. This is the way the path of salvation. The Lord is giving you trying to give you salvation right now.
Yep.
And that's the most merciful thing that the Lord can do for you. Is, hey, that's right. The scripture said, if I get that real quick,
And have that understanding who he's talking to. He's talking to his Israelites. He's not talking to the heathen and these other nations. So these scriptures are going to the Israelites. You know, you out of you 12 tribes. Out of the 12.
At the end of the day, the elect are going to get it. But hey, we'll let you know that, hey, this is what's coming.
Yep. Keep going.
Oh, yeah.
God, it's Revelation chapter 21 and verse 4. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away.
Hey, we're letting you know that, hey, turn back Most High and part of elect. Yeah, that's the thing, Most High willing, bro. And none of us brothers are going to think that we're elect, man, that we're saved, that, hey, we got it. But no, man. We got to do what elect got to do, and come out there island byways. And if you be the elect, man, hey, it's a beautiful, honestly, beautiful place. Listen, no more death, no more sorrow, no more cry, no more pain. Your bones will ache no more. You're truly going to feel truly rested. I'll get testimony real quick. That I said all my 20 years being living, bro. I only feel like I ever once actually breathe air. Like actually fully breathe air, man. For like for one moment. Then I realized, damn, I never actually breathed before. Yep. I never felt like actually even breathe air. Breathe actual oxygen. Yeah. Just for a moment. And I realized, like, damn, this place really does suck. It's awesome. You don't know what's living. We don't know that. All right, this is like people think that, oh, this is the pinnacle. This is what has to be. You know, we work here. You know, shit happens. You know, shit breaks down. It's like, I thought it was from my comment. But that's what I said. It's the thing that, oh, this is how it be. You have our cars. You have to go. The best thing you can have hope for is 2 weeks vacation and worry how long. No, man. The Lord's trying to say, hey, in the kingdom, no more death, no sorrow, no crying. You going that up? Went up that quick?
Oh, select it.
Do that.
Kind of,
Yeah.
select it. Yeah, I got it right here. This is Revelation chapter 21 and verse 5. And it reads, And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new.
No more hand-me-downs.
All things new.
All things new, bro. No more hand. You're gonna have the finest of the finest, bro. You ever got into like a brand new car, got that fresh car smell, and no one, everything's all clean, all nice. Like, damn, like I'm gonna take care of this motherfucker. And then eventually you're like, all that shit runs away. Well, that's gonna be fair, man, because it makes all things new. You probably want to use the same fork again. You either pick one up, all right, another one. And they're brand new. That's the thing. You gotta realize, this is what the Lord is trying to give out, man. Get back to that Proverbs real quick.
Okay. Proverbs 1 and 24. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? 24, actually. All right, Proverbs 1:24. Because I have called and ye refused. Proverbs 1 and 23. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
And honestly, I realize you're refusing the Most High. You're refusing salvation, man. That's the biggest thing I've seen in these people, man. They have a lot of sense of pride in their mind. They think they could do on their own. I did this all on my own, man. I could do this all on my own. No, bro. The Lord actually, first thing like that, the Lord gave me opportunities. The Lord had allowed me to have opportunities for this and that. The Lord had allowed me to have this. The Lord had blessed me to have this. Because honestly, the Lord can just take everything away. In fact, brother, forget real quick, make a poor, make a rich.
Yeah.
He's on that day. Hey, it's not up to you. It's not up to you. Now, I'm saying like, oh, it gotta be a bump. Like, oh, I guess that's how I be. Like, you have to, man. Hey, try to get your money. And try to, if not, if you're in the truth, hey, do what you gotta do, man. What you gotta do to take care of yourself. You gotta hustle, bro. You gotta hustle, you gotta hustle, bro. The world, and especially in the spirit, and sometimes in the world too. You gotta take care. We gotta take care of. You know?
This is 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 7. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up.
Yeah, the Lord make a poor, make a rich. He can bring you low, he can bring you up. The Lord controls all of that, man. It's not up to you. It's not like, oh, I made it on my own. I did this, I did that, and no one can tell me nothing, bro. The Lord allowed you to have that, man. See my Esau. The Lord is allowing Esau to flourish. That is a blessing, bro. That is a blessing. There's nothing about. It's not about you. It can't have this. Oh, me. I did this. I did that. No, the Lord allowed you to have it. You gotta be humble about that. You know that?
Verse 20, Proverbs 1 and 20. Let me see. 25. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof.
But you said not as counsel. None of our food. You decided, I don't need it. I don't want it. You're refusing the Most High. But honestly, well, that's I don't know how you do that, man. That sounds like I feel like that happened to me, like, damn, like, why did I do that? I'll feel guilty. I feel like, and the Lord is taking me out down.
I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fears come.
The Lord will laugh at your calamity. When shit's going not your way, when all that is happening to you, you lost your job, you lost this, you lost that, when you took the chip and you still have no food, you're like, Lord's gonna laugh at your calamity, man. There's gonna be a time to take trouble, bro.
Yeah.
Yep. Like you disobeyed the Most High, you still got nothing. Or like, I was like, hey, you should have turned back when I told you to.
Yep.
You know what?
When your fears come as a desolation, and your destruction come as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you.
When you're at your lowest, you're low. You're like, damn, like, I don't know what to do. And now, what? And there's no. What was the guy teaching? How were the men out in the word teaching this? I need to hear the good news. What's it?
Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Well, I have to say, hey, earlier, you're not going to be here forever. You're going to come at a time and place, right? And prophets are me out. And what's going to be soon? Hey, we're not going to be out here in the highways and byways. Got up?
It's the book of Amos, chapter 8, and verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even unto the east.
They're look all over for this, bro. They're look on the internet. It's like, well, like, where's these men at? I want to hear the videos. I want to get into this, man. And not there. They're going to major cities. Like, man, where the prophets at? Like, I knew they were here. They were just here not that long ago. They were teaching on here for years, and now they're gone. Like, where the hell they at? Because they're coming to a time and place where down the what's going to happen. They're only be out there and out in the byways. Realize that might be soon. That might be tomorrow, today, next week, 3 months. I don't know. But get this word right. Get that make no terror to turn to the Most High.
It says, they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it.
Man, imagine you're like trying to look for something that you know you had in your house. Like, man, like I know I had a 10 millimeter in my tool set. Where is it? You're like all looking for it, all frantically, and you're like, fuck, like where is it? Or like lose something important, like say, man, you lost your debit card, or lost your ID, and you're all looking for it, but you can't find it at all. And that was the last time you found it. That's when you see it.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 5 and verse 9. It says, "And salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into its secret chamber." Right? So those that know are the only ones that are, if you know, you know. And you notice how certain, I've noticed through the Spirit how certain events that have happened in the news, you go to look it up, you can't even find it, man. The Lord's making it to where if you know, you know. You see, the Lord's narrowing it down to, man, if you're not being serious about this thing, then you want to get serious about this thing, man. Right? It says, "And shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency."
Man, that's like we sought of many.
Sought of many, yeah.
People are looking for this, man, and shall not be found.
Yep.
That last golden ticket, people like they're hunting.
They were killing each other, man.
I don't really seen the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but like this dude had like a whole place, just unwrapping chocolate bars, trying to look for this ticket. They're just looking and looking and looking. They're like thousands and thousands of boxes. But hey, in the truth, bro, reality, they're not gonna find that golden ticket. They're not gonna find the words that we were saying. They're gonna spend all their money up trying to look all this, and they still can't find it. They'll be mad. I'll be honest with you. I'll be pissed and mad, bro. I'm like, God damn! I know they were here. I knew they were here. I saved that video real quick. I knew I saved it. And it's not there.
The video gonna be taken down too. They ain't gonna be able to find that. It says, "It shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon earth. One land also shall ask another and say, Is righteousness that maketh a man righteous gone through thee? And it shall say, No." That's the people. People are gonna be like, "Man, have you seen those men? They had the garments. They look bugged the hell out." But they're talking about Jacob, something Jacob is saying Yahweh, or and they'll be like, "Man, I was looking for him too. And I haven't seen him neither, man." You're gonna have hundreds of thousands of people, because that's why the Lord said He was gonna make a man more precious than the gold of Ophir. Why? Because of this knowledge, man. So why the more we need to hold fast to it, man. You got it, bro.
Kind of was like, "Hey, you seen that dude? You want to?" Like, I'm trying to look for him all everywhere. I'm trying to look for the same person, dog.
Yeah, I was looking for that brother Ayak, man. You know.
I remember the whole shit. Like, I was like, "Hey, do you say for a test?" It's like, "There's a test." Like, and then you both fail.
F minus, man.
F minus. You didn't pass. Now I gotta take the whole course over again for my money.
Yep.
I dropped out because like, well, shit, I couldn't find it before. So God now. So I got that on.
Yeah, Khan. This is Sirach 5 and 7. "Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord."
Make no turn, man. Because honestly, you can try to say, dude, honestly, tomorrow's always tomorrow. So you gotta worry what you're gonna do today. Now, this is one thing my old coach told me, and it always stuck with me. Like, it was talking about baseball, but honestly, I thought about it in major things, back in everything. As long as you're at least 1% better than you were yesterday, that's all that matters. As long as you're trying to improve yourself, as long as you're trying to do what you gotta do today, that's all that matters. Because honestly, tomorrow has a whole set of problems. Tomorrow, your car may break down, you might even go to the hospital. You might be dead tomorrow. You don't know. So make no tarrying. What's it? Pick it up.
Yeah, Khan. It says, "Make no tarrying." That tarrying goes into hesitation. So stop, don't hesitate, man. It says, "Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance."
In like security, when you think everything's all good, you're like, you know what, it ain't coming. Stuff settled down. You got a little bit comfortable. Then, bam, Lord got you.
This is Proverbs 27 and verse 1. "Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. You know, just backing up the brother's point, how we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, man. That's why, hey, you know, every day, that's what we say, Proverbs 23rd chapter, 17th verse, be in the fear of the Lord all the day long, right? Because you don't know what the hell is going to happen, especially now, man, all hell could break loose, and the last thing you want in your mind is, damn, I wish I would have been more sincere, I wish I would have, you know, you want to be able to say, okay, I did my best, now whatever happens is the Lord's will, and it's my faith. That's the mentality you want, man, to have that confidence in your works, you know?
That's true. That's the last thing you want, is to be in that situation and doubt that you didn't do enough, or you feel that you didn't do your best. You know, that's a bad situation to be in at that time. Huh? You said plagues of the mind?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh.
Honestly, I do. Like, yeah, like, I know I'm like in a world, man, you play sports and shit, bro. And I'm like, man, I should have at least warmed up, at least, like, what, like, before the game. Like, they at least I threw, like, 12 pitches, not, like, all cold and rusty. Yeah. It's honestly, bro, you got to try to do the best you can, so when it's game time, when it's time to go, hey, you feel ready. You feel like you can do it. Yep. Like I said real quick, I said, I've been a good soldier. What's like, I've been a good soldier. And that's not what you want to hear at the end of the day. And the time comes, then you either be a martyr for the truth, or just like when you see Yahweh attack the clouds, they're like, all right, most high willing, I've done enough. Most high willing, you doubt, that's what I needed to do. Not having to second guess, like, well, I could have at least spent at least another minute, like, there's another this or another that, man. And honestly, like I said, when the time comes, that's it. There's not a second chance. All your second chances, you're using them all up. You use them all up. You got your second, third, fourth, fifth, 7, 8, 9, 10th chance. You're using them already. And you still decided to just, hey, slack off. And honestly, Lord hates laziness, bro. If you can't get that real quick. I think it says a way of the soft man is a hedge of thorns.
Second Timothy.
Sorry, piece before that.
I have another one too.
Yeah, brother, let's talk first real quick.
This is back you up. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 22 and verse 1. It says, a slothful man is compared to a filthy stone, and everyone will hiss him out to disgrace. A slothful man is compared to the filth of a dunghill. Every man that takes it up will shake his hand.
Honestly, the Lord honestly hates laziness. The Lord doesn't like you being lazy. Now I'm saying you can't be lazy, but like, yeah, man, you know, once you relax, you gotta relax. I mean, you gotta relax, man. That's what made the Sabbath. Day of rest. Relax, man. But don't be relaxed. Don't be chilling too much away from the truth. Because obviously, at the end of the day, this is what's going to get you. This is what you have to do in order to get right. Is that a quick up? Proverbs 15 and verse 19.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 15 and verse 19. The way of the slothful man is the way of the slothful man is as an hedge of thorns.
The way of the slothful man is a hedge of thorns. You're trying to go through, you're getting pricked and shit. You're like, you're getting hurt, getting little like scripts and bruises and shit like that. And next you know, you got like a whole lemon fall coming down you, pouring all of that. You're like, ow, fuck. But what's that word?
The way of the slothful man is as an hedge of thorns, but the way of the righteous is made plain.
The way of the righteous is made plain. If you do what you gotta do, you took out all those thorns beforehand, you cut all those weeds, there's nothing stopping you. It's a clear, simple path. And honestly, if you do what you gotta do, hey, it comes a lot easier. If you say being lazy to the last minute, if you say that laziness for last, and do what you have to do, hey, it just gets easier. Yeah, like people they say you're being in college, like you're writing your essay last minute. But if you just did it when you had all that time, you could have saved yourself the trouble. You could have a good ass sleep that night. Like, oh, I got that proof read, I got an exam by my other professors. Like, all right, I'm good to go. It's all set to go. Instead, you're trying to rush it out last minute, 11:59, and before you hit send and shit.
Yeah, because when you go into them tests, like the major tests, man, like the major exams at the end of the semester, there's nothing that feels better than you're like, okay, I know it's gonna be on there. I studied it. I know, what I need to do. Like you wake up like feeling confident. You know what I'm saying? Going into it. But it ain't nothing worse. We know, damn, I should have studied this whole 2 weeks. Where the time go? Now you're nervous as hell. All the questions. Okay, I'm gonna skip number 1 and go to number 5. You don't know number 5, 10, 18. Then now you just putting shit down you don't even know, man.
Can't be
And
like,
yeah, you just winging it.
Just winging it. You can't.
can't be like fucking Naruto and shit. Just put down nothing on the whole test. This ain't no tuning exam and shit where you can try to cheat the,
episode, yeah.
try to cheat the whole thing, bro. No, man, you can't cheat this, bro.
We sit there sweating too. Remember that shit.
Because you can't cheat the Most High. The Most High knows your thoughts. The Most High, he made you. He knows what you're doing, man. He knows. In fact, yeah. I remember watching it. I know one earlier. The weakness I find an excuse.
Oh,
This is that 1 Timothy 1:2 and 3. Be as a good soldier.
Yeah.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 2. And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses. 3. This is 2 Timothy 2 and 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua HaMashiach.
Yeah, you see, the truth honestly is hardness, bro. The truth is a hard path, man. It's a difficult one. But if you endure it, what you gotta do, make sure that you know, try to be on top, man. Try to be 1% better than you were yesterday. If you're honestly constantly improving, hey, that you're improving, man. You're not at level 1. You're at least going to level 2, and level 3. Not do a whole big ass skip to level 10 because honestly, at the end of the day, you're just stressing yourself out. Say, try to skip it. Try to do something, man. They say if you at least do push-ups like at least once, like at least try to do like one push-up a day. Try to slowly increase that. Hey, you're gonna get stronger. You're gonna get like this, brother, man. Yeah, bro. You gotta always constantly improving. What up?
No man that warreth entangles himself with the affairs of this life.
The best thing to do right now, because we're coming at the end, is hey, try if you can, best possibly try to put most bullshit aside. Good job. Hey, if they're coming too much in the truth, man, hey, realize that, all right, gotta find something else, or try talk to your superior, stuff like that. So, hey, this has to hey, I gotta do something. It has to come first. Because honestly, the truth will always come first. This is your salvation.
True.
This is for your kids, your woman, bro, your family. This is most I wouldn't think it's salvation from you. Yeah, I say, what's at stake? Because honestly, you say if you know going all in, you either go hard or go home. It's honestly that's the biggest thing. Either you do this or you're not. I'm trying to know in between. Get up?
Yeah, Carl, this is Revelation 3 and 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot.
I'm back. I was about to.
Now you were.
Yeah, go down.
Hey, Revelation 3 and 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would that thou were cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
Have you had like lukewarm coffee before? That's just nasty.
No,
Nasty. Yeah, it is.
Like, yeah, I like iced coffee, I like hot coffee, but when that shit gets in room temperature, I'm like,
Yeah, throw that stuff away.
it's either hot or cold. Like, you don't want that. That's the Lord. Same thing feels about you, man. Either you're hot, either you're cold for this, either you're cold. All right, go be a 2/3. Go be a wicked man. You want to do the truth? Right, go. Nobody's gonna hold you. You want to be, but don't be trying to do the whole fence thing. Like, all right, maybe this, maybe that, man. Because honestly, you're worse than a 2/3. Because honestly, you're being more wicked than 2/3 because you have the knowledge, you have the wisdom, understanding, and you decided, nah, bro, I don't do anything about that.
You know, and also you think about it, men of the Lord are not those that draw back. You know, we keep it going, we keep moving forward. As the brother said, if you're gonna draw back, it's just a wrap for you at the end of the day. Just go back out in the world, but you know what's about to come. What the scripture says that he'll be beaten with many stripes. He's gonna get it a whole lot worse than those that just didn't know.
Yeah, but son, if you drop back, hey, that's on you, man. Listen, either go hard or go home and shoot. Don't try to be no middle ground. Don't be like, oh, I mean, I can do that. No, man, do this, bro. Do it to the best of your ability. In fact, I don't like bringing this out real quick. They keep mentioning it over and over. I don't like bringing this out.
This is Sirach 32 in verse 17. A sinful man will not be reproved, but findeth an excuse according to his will.
Sinful man will not be reproved. He doesn't want me to do shit. And that's a lot of Jake. They're like, oh, I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to do this, man. You're trying to tell somebody, like, hey, bro, you're doing it wrong. I'm doing it the right way, right? You're just trying to help them out. Like, hey, bro, yeah, I want to make your job easier for you. Let's do like this. Like, nah, bro, I'm my own way, I'm my own style. Like, I'm ready to have my own style. Like, it's like that work, right? At the job site, they want it done one way and one way only. They want it done their way. They try to find their own thing, like, hey, that's not what they want. They're trying to find excuses, oh, well, this is that one. And I think Lord knows you're making excuses. Well, I couldn't do this because, well, I was tired. I couldn't do this because, well, I needed extra hours at the job. If you just take care of the Lord, have to take care of it, man. The Lord, like, all right, go ahead. But you're trying to make excuses that you're supposed to do, honestly. You think you're supposed to do, the Lord sees that. The Lord's not all right, you're being wicked. About it earlier, it said that every man must fear for the judgment seat. The Lord knows that you're just making excuses, bro. You're trying to hear for you, like, oh yeah, this, like, try to say, like, hey, why are you doing this? Like a little kid. Hey, why do you do that? Because they were trying to make excuses. Well, the thing is, you were not there, and so that's why. I remember I was gonna testimony. I remember I gave my little cousin my DS real quick, and I told him, hey man, don't mess with the game. I only have one game on this. Like, don't try to take it out like that. I came back like 10 minutes later. That shit's all sideways, all squeezed in and shit. Like, why you do it? He was like, I want to play another game. I told you there's no other game. You're trying to make excuses, man. You know they're making excuses. You know what you told them, man.
Yeah, you know what the consequences are going to be.
This is Luke chapter 9, verse 59. And he said unto another, follow me. But he said, Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father. And Yahushua said unto him, let the dead bury their dead, but go thou and preach the kingdom of the Most High. Right? There's no excuse, man. And Lord says, seek first the kingdom of the Most High, and all these things shall be added unto you, man. That's the main focus, because when serving the Lord, all it's going to do is bring us benefits. Yeah, the Lord going to mess us up from time to time and correct us, which shows he loves us, right? But hey, the Lord, there's nothing but benefits when it comes to serving Yahweh, man. You know?
Honestly, yeah, beautiful. Another kid, it's better stuff for good, better stuff for good doing, righteousness than for evil doing. But honestly, we're way better off than the 2/3.
Yeah.
These 2/3, they're going through hell. And on the day, they're probably going worse than you. And they have no idea why. Because of all the wickedness of them. But when you're catching hell, you realize, you know what? Hey, this is hell, this is my walk. They just try me and test me to see the man I am. And you build your faith. It's like, you know what, this is just a test. King of Scripture, like, man, no must not give me more than I can handle. And you can rock through, like, you know, I got this, bro. Keep pushing forward. Yeah, I forgot.
Okay, Con. This is 1 Peter 3 and 14. And if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye. And be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. But sanctify the Lord power in your mind and your hearts, like it, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear.
But that's beautiful. That was 1 Peter 3:17. But yeah, man, you're good up. But yeah, that's beautiful, man. It's better for you to suffer for righteousness, bro. It's the best thing to do. You're suffering because you're doing right. Hell yeah. Like, yeah, you know what? I'm going through this shit. I'm going through hell because like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You got that prayer?
Bro. 1 Peter 3 and 17, it says, for it is better if the will of the Most High be so, that ye suffer for well-doing than for evil-doing.
Because regardless what, hey, Jake's out there probably just catching hell. Jake's out there homeless right now. And you know why? Because of all the wickedness of them. Right now, you have the chance of mercy and salvation. Way better off than these 2 years will ever be. Hey, take your hell, take all this shit you're going through, take your rebuke, and hey, keep moving forward. Don't ever turn back. Keep moving forward in the sea, man. There's nothing back in the world for you. You see, what were you doing back in the world? Well, we just made a couple more extra dollars, this, that, and the other. But you thought like, man, like what's the point of all this? Why am I doing this? Yeah, it's not having like existential thoughts, and you're like, you know what? It ain't worth it. These people in the world, they commit suicide. Yeah. They have their own antidepressants. They're going to therapists talking about the problems, and they just can't handle them more. And it's true, you know why. Well, why the so-called blacks and the Americans are fucked up? It's because we because they have fallen off the Most High and rule the white man.
Yeah.
Why were the so-called Jews back around relationships? Because they think the curse is back when Jews were man.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 7 and verse 18. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for the wise. For they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things and yet shall not see the wise. So we catch hell, man, just like everybody in the world does. But the difference is we got that hope, man. We got that motivation to get through each day because we have something to look forward to, man. We look for a new heavens and a new earth. Right, wherein dwells righteousness, man, and we're not giving our God, our power, Yahweh Shai, no rest until he established and make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. Which here pretty soon, Lord willing, we're of that number. We're gonna actually be a part of Him doing that, man. Right? You see? Hey, but again, people in the world catching hell, but they don't got nothing to hope for. You see? They just suffering every day, and that's why the brother mentioned they kill themselves and they do all types of things because they have no way out of this nightmare, man. But we do. A light at the end of the tunnel.
Right. That was beautiful, actually. They don't know why. No. Hey, they said, imagine that. You just go through shit and you don't know why. You're just getting mad and angry. You're like, man, I don't know why I'm going. I don't know why I'm all fucked up. Why? Like, the whole woe of me spirit. And you don't know why still. Like, you say, we got the light. So you got that oil still. I want to be part of elect. Now we go through the whole wave. You see the light at the end of the tunnel. We see that hope. We see that all of this wasn't just for nothing.
Yeah.
That all the pain and suffering, make all the pain and suffering in hell worth it. Make it worth it, man. Make it like, all right, that most same part of the elect. Say, man, I suffered this. I did this. I was in my lowest of low. I was pushed to my limit, and I still made it on time, man. That's the the box champions, UFC champions. They cry when they get the championship belt because they remember all the hard times they went through.
Yeah,
they remember all this, like all the hell, the pain, being away from their family. The people too. They want to go home. They want to go rest, relax a little. They want the hell. They're being bruised up every single day, and they knew that all right, it's all for that belt. Now we do it for righteousness, man. Better get that real quick. Let's try for the master.
This is Galatians. This is Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
So whatever you're sowing wickedness,
You're gonna get reap.
you're gonna get reap, man. You're sowing righteousness. And honestly, the Lord is a balanced power. Because the Lord is showing you both sides. Hey, do this, you're gonna get fucked up.
Yep.
Do this, you're gonna get blessings.
There you go.
Simple as that. And Lord saying your shit is like, hey, you're still gonna go for hell. Yeah. The Lord is basically giving the whole game plan of all of this. All right, you're gonna go through hell. You're gonna go through hell in the world regardless. If you go to oh, good, don't worry about it. It says that if you're gonna suffer regardless of what, but if you do this, if you're making this, doing what's good to the flesh, hey, it's gonna be going out to the
Okay.
you going that?
All right, let me see. This is Galatians 6 and 8. For he that soweth to the flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption.
Yes, you reap corruption. It's an apple. It's all getting decay. It's all getting old and moldy, and no one wants that, man. You ever seen like a rotten piece of fruit? It's all corrupted and fungus and mold. You don't want to touch it. Like you just like kick it away. You're like, I don't want that.
But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting.
Shall reap life everlasting. You can get that on Wisdom of Solomon. I think it's 1 verse 12. Which is righteousness is immortal. Okay, please look up.
You want the masteries?
Oh yeah.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize?
Hey, we're trying to race them all. You also got to do the best you can. Keep going, keep pushing, man. You don't want to enter that race just for nothing. It's to come in dead last. You're like, you'll be mad. You'll be ashamed of yourself. Like, what the hell?
Verse 20. It says, so run that ye may obtain. Verse 25.
To run, you may obtain. Run, do this, so you may obtain, most high willing, salvation. You know what
That's right, bro. Verse 25. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. And I believe when you say this in the when you read this in the NLT, it says, you know, all athletes are disciplined in their training to receive a temporary victory, man. Loosely paraphrasing. It says, now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible.
But yeah, they do at 10 o'clock. Like you see back then before, like all the highest they got and some shit. Like, hey, people before they were on steroids. They did this, they did that. I believe like Arnold Schwarzenegger he admitted like, yeah, I done steroids and I won the whole strongman competition like that. Where the hell, bro? Like it was corrupt. It was imbalanced. It worked. I mean, it's like yeah, that man could do it. That man did it. Yeah, that man, he was a wicked ass dude, but he got it. That man, he was okay, but he got it. That man, he was the most wicked piece of shit eating babies, but he got it. Like, come on, man. I said, what? What's that? What's the point?
It says, I therefore so run, not as uncertainly.
We're not uncertain what we're doing. We're not running, seeing like, oh, maybe this, maybe this is right. Hopefully, what I'm doing is right. No, we know this is the right path. There's only one way. There's only one way, and that's it.
So say being fully persuaded in your mind. The time you're investing in this is all worth it.
This is plan A, B, C, D, all the way to Z, and even beyond. This is plan Alpha to Omega.
It says, I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air.
This is no shadow boxing. This is a true and hard fight. You're fighting first of all, you're fighting yourself. You're fighting the wickedness of your mind. Because the mind, I said, we brought it out earlier, that, hey, if I get that real quick, I think it's Jeremiah 17, verse 5. This is the hardest thing to see, that's for the wicked. Yeah, who should know that? Yeah, Jeremiah 17, verse 5. And honestly, the hardest fight is fighting yourself. Honestly, it's easy to do the thing in the flesh. That's the easy part, man. Doing things in the flesh is easy. That's why people do it, because it's easy. Brother, get real quick. Matthew 6 verse 41. 26 41.
Matthew 26 41.
Yeah.
It's Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it?
The heart is that's it was like a nigga.
The heart is deceitful above all things.
It is deceitful. I said about earlier. Hey, the whole follow your heart thing. You listen to your heart. Hey, it's wicked. It wants to do wickedness. It wants to deceive you, thinking this, that, and the other. You're here a cheating woman making excuses why they did it. You're like, well, this, that, like, because honestly, there is wicked. That's it. The heart is wicked, bro. You know?
It says the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked.
Desperately.
Who can know it?
Desperately wicked, man. It wants to do it. But that's what we're battling against. Got that on.
Yep. This is Matthew chapter 26 and verse 41. It's the words of Yahweh Shai. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing.
The spirit indeed is willing to do this, man. The spirit is indeed willing to always push out this word. The spirit will push you to do this word. Feel like you're slacking off. The spirit will gravitate you. We were like, you gotta do this. Make a video. Hey, you gotta do this. You gotta read. You gotta study. You have to. He'll bug you. He'll be like an alarm and shit. Like in the morning they're trying to hit snooze. They're like, no, you gotta wake up. You gotta do this. You gotta go to work. Now this is the work. This is the true works. Somebody's like, you wanna die?
It says, the spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak.
The flesh is weak. The flesh is weak to this shit, man. The flesh wants to go to anything that smells good. It could be pork, and we're like, well, it smells good. I want to eat it. Or like everyone else is doing it. I want to try it too. Like I want to join the fun. Yeah, bro.
This is Roman.
The flesh is weak, bro. The flesh is truly weak. Now we're battling against every single day. So we got the blood earlier. So they're fight, and not one be with the air. This is a true and enduring fight. What up?
This is Romans 8 and 13. For if ye live after the flesh, ye shall die. But if ye through the Spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, ye shall live.
And you get that, in fact, get that word mortify. And honestly, I think I get down to the root, but you gotta get that right. What does it mean? You don't take it as you just don't take it at face value, right? You go through it, you realize, all right, this is the meaning of this, meaning of that. That's the word mortify.
Mortify, to put to death, to make to die, destroy, render extinct.
So through the Spirit, we're mortifying the deeds of the body. We're putting all that should be done in the flesh to death.
Yep.
We're coming out new man. We're basically rejecting who we were before. And what it says that?
Make to die, destroy, render extinct, by death to be liberated from the bonds of anything,
To
literally
be liberated, to be free.
free from it.
Be free from the deeds that you've done in the flesh.
Yep.
You're basically, you're honestly truly trying to be free from this, from the wickedness, man. In fact, go back to the scripture.
Okay.
Read it again quick.
Romans 8 and 13. For if ye live after the flesh, ye shall die. But if ye through the Spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, ye shall live.
You shall live, man. Get down. Yeah, I'm gonna get the last scripture real quick right now. Get on 1 Peter 2 verse 11. And honestly, yeah, moving through it, man. Hey, this is what the hope is. Well, we got both ends. Right, this is salvation. This is destruction, bro.
That's it.
Shoot this point, you go through it, you suffer. You know who the Most High really is, bro.
Yeah. 1 Peter 2 and 11?
Yeah.
This is 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 11. Dearly beloved, I beseech you as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lust, which war against the soul.
Which wars against the soul. They say, honestly, do you want to fulfill the flesh of this thing, bro? You want to do what the world wants to do? And go against your soul. And go against what being a man really is, man. Well, if not, hope this was edifying, man. You come, I'm willing to be out here next week. All praises and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash.
that. Hey, next week, get out here. Say Shalom.
Shalom.